Good morning and welcome to Felony First Appearance Hearings. I am Judge Wendy K. I will be presiding today. The video for first appearance hearings has been played to all defendants. Wait for the interpreter. I need everybody to please stand up, raise your right hand, and be sworn in by our clerk. Our wonderful clerk is Ashley.
All rise and raise your right hand.
Muy bien, todos pónganse de pie y levanten la mano derecha.
Do you swear affirm the testimony? Do you swear affirm the testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say I do.
Raise your right hand. Thank you. Please be seated.
Madam Interpreter, raise your right hand.
We have a wonderful interpreter today as well. Good morning.
Do you
Good morning, Ms. Gleason.
faithfully interpret from English to Spanish, English? The question asked, the answer is given, and the best your ability has such ability. Say I do.
Yes, I do. This is Veronica La Rosa, certified court interpreter for the record.
Good morning. They changed the way my Zoom works. Huh? You can all have a seat. Please be seated.
Por favor, tomen asiento.
1 second. If there's anybody here for a case on Zoom, please type the defendant's name in the chat room.
Si alguien está presente a través de la plataforma de Zoom, por favor escriba el nombre del acusado en la ventanilla del chat.
All right. So we're going to get started now with the out-of-state warrants. I need the attorneys to announce their name for the record. Please state.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ana Romas on behalf of the state for out-of-state extraditions.
Good morning.
Nessa F on behalf of the state. Good morning.
Good morning.
Assistant Public Defender, good morning.
Good morning. I'm just trying to promote. Oh, we have a full house at Metro West. And maybe we're trying to promote them. They're doing it now when I do it. I think I should have played more video games. It'd be quicker. I need my children, one in particular, he's always on that computer to play games. Yeah. All right. Why don't we start with the first one, Raylon Jackson. Good morning, Mr. Jackson. Sir, you are here because you have an arrest warrant from Louisiana. It looks like he's from Louisiana. The warrant was issued April 15th of 2025, and the charge has illegal possession of stolen things. He's at Metro West 8 video, the brown jumpsuit, not the orange. You want to call video to switch over? Metro West 8, please. Thank you. Anyways, Mr. Jackson, you're here because you have this warrant from Louisiana, and you're from Louisiana, and there's no bond on the warrant. I need you to tell me if you want to be returned to Louisiana and agree to waive extradition. That means Louisiana would have up to 30 days to come here and pick you up because you're not going to be able to get out of the jail. So if you want to waive extradition, it's only the child or the 17-year-old. Thank you.
Judge, I would ask this case be transferred to juvenile.
It
looks like he was inappropriately placed on the felony warrant calendar in adult court.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Jack
will not take a felony case. That's the issue. They will take
Your Honor, when this has happened before with a Miami juvenile who was apprehended in another state, it went through the deputy compact administrators at the Florida Department of Juvenile Justice. It didn't come through felony court in the out-of-state court. So I can reach out to the Florida counterparts here to see what they know about how to do the extradition.
The interstate compact, you are correct, and it should be through juvenile court. And I believe Ms. Corey is correct because he's 17. Unless he's already been ever adjudicated as an adult in Louisiana, then it would be properly here, but we don't have that information. So, sir, anyway, let me just tell you, Mr. Jackson, you're here because you have an arrest warrant from Louisiana. There's no bond on it, whether you go through adult court or juvenile court. Adult court, you'd have here felony court. You'd have to tell me if you want to waive or contest extradition. In juvenile court, they just send you back. You don't have a choice. So. Want to transfer it to the juvenile division and see what happens? Ms. Corey, is that what you're? I'm going to
Yes, Judge.
Office for him as well.
I would ask that he be transferred to juvenile, Judge. He does not belong here in adult court. He does have a lot of family who's logged in here, Judge.
Oh, well, okay. Sir, how old are you? 17? Okay. All right, so he got arrested after a cruise. Oh, boy. Where's the family? 1 second. Where's the family? Maybe? Huh? Is the mother here or the father? Who's your mother? What's her name?
Her name Nikita Scott.
I don't know.
You should see her in the chat.
He got off the cruise. I mean, there's no way I can just release him so his mom can take him home and he can deal with this instead of sitting in this limbo.
If you would give me a chance, I'll contact the compact administrators at the Florida Department of Juvenile Justice.
He was on a cruise. I don't know who the mother is.
She's under iPhone, I believe, but
I mean, Miss Corey, that's something we could. What's your mom's first name? Is it D?
Nikita?
Nikita.
Nikita. Does she go by D?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the mother? Whoever's under D, are you the mother?
if you can unmute, turn on your video, please.
Hello?
Are you here for Mr. Jackson?
Hello?
Yeah, are you here for Mr. Jackson?
Yes, I am.
Who are you?
I'm his mom.
Okay, were you on a cruise with him?
Yes, we were on a family vacation.
And he got arrested?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Where are you now? In Miami or somewhere else?
We're in Louisiana.
All right. So he has his arrest warrant out of Louisiana for illegal possession of stolen items. So I don't know what, there's two ways to do this. He can go back through juvenile court and they pick him up and bring him back there, or I can, if the state had no objection, I'd be able to release him, but he's 17. You don't want to just.
No, ma'am. I can be in Miami by tomorrow if he's able to get released.
I don't know. You want me to reset this in the afternoon, Ms. Romans, and see what you want?
I would prefer that, to have an opportunity to communicate with the individuals that you know are in charge of this kind of extradition.
Okay. I mean, it's not like he was here committing a crime. He went on a cruise with his family. Do you,
Right, I understand.
ma'am, can you give us your number or write it in the chat room so we can, Ms. Corey, I appointed the public defender's office for your son.
Okay, the phone number is 225-312-6976.
One more time?
225-312-6976.
What is,
Sorry?
I couldn't hear the first few numbers for them. I don't know if they heard it.
225
225.
312 6976.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I'm going to reset this case in the afternoon. What do you think? 1:30 or 2 o'clock? What's better? Maybe 2 o'clock because they're in a different time zone, I think, anyway, possibly in Louisiana.
Yes, ma'am. 2 o'clock there would be 1 o'clock here.
Yeah. So come back at 2 o'clock. And we'll see if Ms. Romans is able to hear anything. All right. Ms. Corey, you're good with that? If we're able to get.
Thank you.
See you later, sir. Okay. Hang tight. Okay, Mr. Jackson, we're going to see you at 1:30. I mean, 2 o'clock. Corrections, try and get him back for 2 o'clock.
Yes,
Thank you.
Judge.
Okay. See you later. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have DeAndre Harrison. June 24th. All right, 1 minute. So for Mr. Harrison, he's at Metro West 6. Good morning, sir. You have a Miami case set June 24th. We're going to reset your case here June 25th to see if you've closed it out. Have a nice day. Next, we have Monique Blake at TGK. Is she there? New case no locals. Thank you. Monique Blake. Ms. Blake, you have the arrest warrant. It's from St. Louis, Missouri. The warrant was issued on May 30th of 2019. The charges are stealing, fourth or subsequent stealing offense, within 10 years, and assault, 4th degree, a misdemeanor. There is no bond. Unfortunately, there is no bond on this arrest warrant, and I need you to tell me if you want to waive extradition or contest extradition. A waiver of extradition is the quickest way out of this jail. St. Louis, Missouri would have up to 30 days to come and pick you up. We try and get you out of here quicker within 15 days, but they would have a full 30 days to get you. After that, if they don't pick you up, you get released. What?
Can I say something?
Let me finish first, okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
If you want to waive extradition and agree to be returned to St. Louis, Missouri, you could contest extradition, which means you want to fight the arrest warrant. You're not fighting the charges. It's just a piece of paper, which is the warrant that says you are wanted in Missouri. A lawyer would be appointed for you if you cannot afford one, and your lawyer would be able to challenge the legal sufficiency of a governor's warrant, that you'd be in our jail at least 90 days. So I don't have any other choice to release you. Those are the two options. You can either waive extradition or contest extradition and fight the warrant.
Okay. I was just going to say, how you doing, first of all? I do watch you on YouTube, first of all. Second of all, I never thought I would face you, but my family called the courts for St. Charles County, and they said that I have a bond, it's $5,000, which 10%, and I can bond out here, but you guys can call and verify that. But I have bond money in my property, so.
But if you have a bond, you can post it once you're within the state of Missouri. They don't usually let you post a bond outside the state of Missouri. I'm more than happy to reset your case in the afternoon, and the state can reach out and see if they'll let you post a bond here.
Please.
But you have to post another bond once you get to Missouri.
That's fine.
Ms. Romas, would you like to find out if they'll agree to that, or letting her post the bond, and then she has to post another one, she will?
Sure.
Sometimes they agree to that. It's up to them. It's not up.
Yeah, they said it was up to you guys to let you know when I came to court to call so you can call and verify or whatever, because my husband called, my mom called, everybody called, and they told them the same thing.
Even though I'm going to do that and let you post the bond,
I'm gonna still do the waiver, I guess, just to be on the safe side.
That way it shows you're willing to go home. It looks like she lives in Missouri. What are you, on vacation here?
Yes, I am.
All
We
right.
got pulled over. It's not like I caught another case here or nothing. We got pulled over, and I had warrant.
A lot of people.
2019.
Just make sure you sign the waiver paperwork at the jail, and I'll reset the case in the afternoon to see if Missouri will agree to let you post the bond.
Miss Blake, do you have a name of someone that your family spoke with?
Yes, Michael McCall.
Who is that, a lawyer?
No. That's my kid's father.
No, someone.
Years. No, they told
In Missouri, who do
family.
they speak to in Missouri?
They the courts. They called the court, and the court said to let you guys know when I come to court to call to verify that I can bond out here. They said they don't care.
So you didn't speak with your family didn't speak with the prosecutor in Missouri?
They just spoke with the courts. They called the courts themselves.
She doesn't have a name. They called somebody in the court who told them.
Yeah. Not a specific name, but they was like they didn't care. So I don't know.
We'll set in the afternoon. I guess 2:00, since you're going to be here anyway, Miss Rome. It's okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Do I sign the waiver? It's on the outside.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next we have is Sarah Colantuano. I think her locals are closed. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh no, you weren't supposed to be here today. You were supposed she's the lady that's supposed to go to Judge Correa?
No, her local isn't she the one that was already closed last week?
She's closed. I got another one too from yesterday. I can't keep track this for them. Okay. Her local is closed, corrections?
She's closed. She's ready to go.
Wonderful. So locals are closed. We're going to reset this case on July 2nd to make sure you get picked up by Texas. Have a nice day, ma'am. Or is it yesterday's? You notified him to come? You want me to do July 1st then?
We can do one.
Set it July 1st and see if she gets picked up. We told him yesterday that you closed your case. Get you. All right, thank you. Next, Neil Allen.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Mr. Allen. How are you on Zoom?
Okay, I'm okay.
Oh, he's at Metro West 6. Good morning, sir.
Good
So
morning.
good news, his Miami case is closed. He's ready to go to New York. So we're
So,
reset your case July 2nd. We're going to give him 15 days and try and get you out of here quicker. Hopefully they don't need an extension of time to pick you up, sir.
If they don't come get me in 15 days, I go home?
No, after 30 days, if they don't pick you up, you go home. I try and set it quicker to get you out of here, but if can't get you within the 15 days, they have a full 30 days. But after 30 days, then you'll get to go home.
Okay.
Let's reset July 2nd. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next case is Jervis Mays. Mr. Mays here? Metro, Mr. Mays. Locals are set on June 20th, which is Friday. We're going to reset this case for June 23rd to see if he's closed out his Miami case. See you then. Now we have Emmanuel Williams. Mr. Williams here, he's at Metro West 10. Good morning, Mr. Williams. You have locals pending. The next court date is June 20th. We're going to see you on June 23rd, which is Monday, to see if you've closed out your Miami case. Rufus South, is he here?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. So we need to find out if you want to waive or contest extradition. You were arrested on a warrant, April 22nd of 2025. It's for purchase. It's from Georgia, and it's for purchase, possession, or manufacture, distribution, or sale of marijuana, possession of a firearm or weapon during the commission of a felony, and transportation or possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. So there is no bond on this arrest warrant from Georgia. I need you to tell me if you want to waive extradition or contest extradition.
Waive.
Well, I'm sorry, it's Georgia. I apologize. I'm looking at the papers. So if you want to waive extradition, it's the quickest way out of this jail. Georgia would have up to 30 days to come and pick you up. If they don't get you within 30 days, you get released. The other choice is to contest extradition, which means you want to fight the arrest warrant. You're not fighting the charges, just a piece of paper that says you're wanted in Georgia. A lawyer would be appointed for you. If you cannot afford one, your lawyer will be able to challenge the legal sufficiency of a governor's warrant, but you'll be in our jail at least 90 days if you choose to contest extradition. So those are your two options. Do you know what you want to do? Waive extradition and go quicker, or contest and fight the warrant and be here longer?
Waiver.
Our choice, sir, you get out of here quicker. It's what most people do. Waiver, no bond. Reset date will be July 2nd to see if it gets picked up by then. Please make sure you sign the waiver paperwork at the jail. It just means you agree to be transported to Georgia. Have a good day, sir. Thank you. Damian Collado is next at Metro West 5. It's Collado. Do you speak Spanish or English?
English.
Okay, sir, you have an arrest warrant from Texas and you have locals pending here. Your next court date in Miami is July 16th. So we're going to reset this case July 17th to see if you've closed out your Miami case.
Is there any way I could contest it if I already waived it?
No. You're all here. Wasn't here for murder, so it looks like going to be here for a bit, unless they decide to drop the case, but that sometimes happens too. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
waived on January, so if you can't contest now. It's reset July 17th to see what's happening with this Miami case.
All right.
All right, thank you, sir. Have a nice day. Next is Zaire DeFerris. Mr. DeFerris is at Metro West 7. Good morning, sir. So your Miami case is set on June 26th. We're going to reset this case June 27th to see if your Miami case is closed. All right, sir, we'll see you on June 27th.
June 27th, that's so the case never got closed out?
So your Miami case is set. Your felony is set on June 26th to see what's going on with that. I'm sorry, it's set in division on June 26th. We're going to see you the next day on June 27th to find out the status of your felony case. All right. So if you have any questions about the felony case, which you have to close, you should use the free phone at the jail to call the public defender's office. Okay. So reset June 27th.
So the time don't start for Georgia to come get me?
The time will not start until the felony case is closed, and then you're brought back here and we tell them your Miami case is closed and come and get you. Once it's closed, we want to get you out of here as quickly as possible. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Next we have is Nilo Nunez Perez, which is a quash. Then there's Alexander Perez Escobar. He's at Metro West 2, and he needs a Spanish interpreter. Good morning, sir. You have a local case pending. The next court date is June 23rd.
Buenos días, señor. Usted tiene un caso local pendiente. La siguiente audiencia va a ser el 23 de junio.
We're going to reset this extradition warrant from Texas to June 24th to find out if you closed out your felony case here in Miami.
Vamos a reagendar la audiencia de Texas para el 24 de junio y ahí saber si es que se solucionó o se arregló el caso que usted tiene por delito mayor en Miami.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Reset June 24th.
Okay, thank you.
Next is Richard Ingram, which is a quash. Randolph Smith, he's at pretrial on Zoom. Hi, Mr. Smith, good morning. Good news, his Miami case is closed.
He's
So
ready.
now ready for pickup. Hopefully there's no more fighting at the jail. Again, if somebody goes to fight you, don't fight back. It's just going to delay you leaving. All right, so to speak, just deal with it. There won't be any altercations. Reset July 2nd so that Georgia can come pick him up. Have a good time. What?
So how many days I got before Georgia come pick me up?
I said it in 15 days. They have a full 30 days to come and get you.
Okay, then, so in 15 days, they don't come and get me, I get released?
Come get you, just don't pick up any new cases for fighting at the jail, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is Andre Jackson, a pretrial on Zoom. Hi, Mr. Jackson, good morning.
Morning.
Oh, we're like so lucky. His locals are closed. We're just waiting on a commitment order. Is that what it is? All right, so corrections, his Miami case is closed. You need that commitment order?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Yeah, I'll set it in 30 days to find out the status of the commitment order. So I'll reset it July 17th. Sometimes it takes them a little bit longer to get it. That's not going to hold you up. You have to go and unfortunately you got sentenced to prison, so you're going to have to deal with that, but it won't delay you going to serve your sentence because we reset it. We just need to make sure there's a commitment order and you've been transported, okay?
Oh, okay, and so if within 30 days, if they don't come and get me, is it?
I just reset it. I reset this case until I can confirm there's a commitment order and you've been transferred to wherever you're going to be going, okay?
Okay.
How about you, sir? Have a nice day. Next is Vesna Sock. Mr. Sock here? Is he on at TGK? Why is this one here? Vesna Sock. Locals pending corrections. Is he available to come to court?
He should be pre-trial.
Well, I don't see him. Well, locals are pending. The reset date will be June 24th. And then we have Marcus Brown. Mr. Brown, is he here? Is he also pre-trial?
He's also pre-trial.
I see him. He has a local case pending. The next court date is August 15th. So both cases is August 15th. We're going to reset for August 18th. One second. Also, the one I reset. Remember yesterday we had one here in my JA was very helpful. We wanted the person to go before Judge Correa. Let me see who it is. I just want to make sure he's on for tomorrow. Patrick Palmer will be on for tomorrow. Yeah, he was supposed to go to Correa today. We made all these calls, so make sure tomorrow Patrick Palmer's on our calendar. Thank you. All right, that's it for the out-of-state warrants. Thank you, Ms. Romans. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. I'll see you at 2.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, we'll see you later. Sorry to be that to you. Now we're going to do the in-state warrants. Well, I'm going to need this calendar for later. Yeah, thank you so much. Henry Polk, he's on Zoom. Good morning, Mr. Polk, Metro West 3.
Good morning.
Sir, you have an arrest warrant from Polk County, Florida. The warrant was issued on May 27th of 2025 for violation of probation. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Unfortunately, there's no bond on the warrant. You're going to have to wait up to 15 days for Polk County to pick you up. I'm resetting your case here for July 2nd to make sure you've been transported to Polk County. If you have any questions about the warrant, please contact the public defender's office. Have a nice day.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Giovanni Castano.
Judge, he's a reset from yesterday. I did reach out to the sheriff's office. They would not give me the officer's information. They said that they sent it to corrections. I was able to find on the corrections jail card an officer's position.
All right. Otherwise, sir, why don't I just reset it in 15 days? If you get something, we'll bring him back because I don't want him to miss a transport.
Okay.
There's usually a transport sometime this week. Since it's only Tuesday, you may go to Broward this week. They have all the information. So I'm going to reset it in 15 days for July 1st as of yesterday's date. If Ms. Corey is able to secure a bond for you, we'll bring you back and let you know. Next we have is George Sanabria Giron.
Spanish, please.
Connected.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested on a warrant from Brevard County, Florida. The warrant was issued May 31st, 2023.
Muy buenos días, señor. Usted tiene una orden de captura y arresto del condado de Brevard que fue emitida el 31 de mayo del 2023.
Charge is failure to appear for a traffic charge of driving with a suspended or revoked license with knowledge.
Esto sucedió por no comparecer y responder al cargo que se le imputaba, que era manejar con una licencia de conducir suspendida o revocada, a sabiendas.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Voy a asignarle la Defensoría Pública para que le represente.
Fortunately, there's no bond on the warrant.
Desafortunadamente, esta orden de arresto en su contra no tiene fianza.
Okay, I'm sorry. So Brevard County will have up to 15 days to come and pick you up.
El condado de Brevard tiene hasta 15 días para recogerle.
Since there's no bond on your warrant,
Como le dije, su orden de arresto no tiene fianza.
I'm going to reset your case for July 2nd to make sure you are transported to Brevard County.
Vamos a aplazar su audiencia para el 2 de julio y ver si el condado de Brevard ya le recogió.
Your case is, so your reset date is July 2nd. Have a nice day.
Así que ya sabe. May I answer to that?
No answer. There's nothing you can do. You have to wait for them to pick you up.
No hay nada que responder, no hay nada que usted pueda hacer, solo tiene que esperar a que vengan a recogerle.
Okay. Next is Clinton Henderson. Hi, Mr. Henderson. Good morning, sir. You have an arrest warrant from Brevard County that was issued March 28th of 2025. Failure to appear for an arraignment for driving with a suspended or canceled or revoked license. Your bond is $2,000. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. If you're able to post a $2,000 bond, you can get out of jail. If you don't have any money for a bond, you will have to wait up to 15 days for Brevard County to pick you up. The reset date is July 2nd to make sure you are bonded out or were transported. Have a good day, sir.
Ezekiel.
Next we have is it Ezekiel Chirinos? Next, I believe so. Good morning, sir. Mr. Chirinos, you have an arrest warrant from Orange County. It was issued on June 11th of 2025 for failure to appear for battery by strangulation. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Unfortunately, there is no bond on this arrest warrant. You will have to wait up to 15 days for Orange County to come pick you up. The reset date here is July 2nd to make sure you are transported. And hopefully, have a good day. Okay. Next case is Joseph de Rosiers. While we're waiting on Zoom, I have Mr. Gerson Fleitas Barrego. Good morning, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor.
What is your English would you prefer?
I can do it in English.
Okay, tell me if you don't understand something.
Okay.
I have an arrest warrant from Hillsborough County, Florida. The warrant was issued July 3rd of 2024, and the charge is for violation of probation. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Unfortunately, there is no bond on this arrest warrant from Hillsborough County, so you will have to wait up to 15 days for Hillsborough County to pick you up. Your case is reset here July 2nd for us to make sure you are transported. And also, if you have any questions about the warrant, you can use the free phone at the jail to call the public defender's office. Do you understand, sir?
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. The reset date is July 2nd. There's no bonds. Good luck to you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Now we have Joseph de Rosiers, if he's available at TGK. Good morning, sir. You have an arrest warrant from Orange County. It was issued on June 27th of 2014 for failure to appear for possession of cannabis. He lives in New Jersey. It looks like he got busted driving on the causeway. So your bond's $2,000. I don't know if you can afford to post a bond. If not, maybe Ms. Corey can reach out, see if they'll agree to lower it. But you got to deal with the warrant from 2014, like 11 years ago. So Ms. Corey, is he able to post a bond for $2,000 to get out of jail?
He has funds, Judge.
All right, so if you post that bond and get out of jail, make sure to keep all future court dates in Orange County. They may even let you appear by Zoom. Call the judge's secretary to find out. It may be the case will just go away once you appear, but you have to deal with it. You have to go to court to get it resolved. So your bond's $2,000. Reset date is July 2nd. Good luck to you, sir.
So Judge, the PD's office was appointed. Ms. Corey, if you have a second, it may be better to see if they'll agree to dismiss it based upon the nature of the charges.
I'm sorry, Miss Seth, I could not hear you.
I was saying the PD's office was appointed based upon the nature of the charges and the length of time it's been. Maybe they'd agree to dismiss it if you asked. Your call.
Had it for the afternoon. Tell them to hold off before posting the bond.
You're Joseph, right? Okay. So he's back, Judge. So
Sure.
if we can reset him for the afternoon, I'll see what we can do.
Don't pay a bond yet. She's gonna ask to call over there and see if they'll agree to dismiss it.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Okay, you set him for the PM. All right, given the fact that just you put in there, he spent the night in jail here. That's probably more than anybody will ever get for possession of cannabis. It's a little bit. Anyway, that's it for the warrant. I'm gonna do the attorneys first. Private attorney for Madison Robertson. What's all these? 3 lawyers? Huh? I don't need 3 attorneys. I need 1 lawyer to speak, not 3.
Good
morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. Riley Hudson on behalf of Miss Madison.
What is your name?
Riley Hudson with Musca Law.
I don't need 3 lawyers on a case. So 1 appears and 1 speaks, just like a trial. 1 does a direct, 1 does the cross. I don't have 3. So you'll be the main person here?
Yes, Judge.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, Ms. Robertson, good morning. You were arrested for battery on an emergency medical care provider. This is from yesterday, June 14th, and your attorney is present. So, have you reviewed probable cause?
Judge, she's from South Carolina. It looks like this occurred in the context of a Anchor Act. I don't know what, if any, ties she's got to the community. I don't know if we could do maybe a $1,500 bond. I don't know what council's asking for.
I mean, I'm happy to lower the bond. You okay with the $1,500 bond? There's probable cause.
Yes, Judge, 1,500 is more than fair. We would just ask that there be no restrictions preventing her from returning with her family to South Carolina.
There's no restrictions at all. Much bond. All right, so corrections, I'm gonna set her bond at $1,500. Ma'am, you're free to return to South Carolina. Stay in touch with your attorney. Make sure to keep all future court dates, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, you have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Oh, and also, wait, ma'am, I got to order you to stay away from the alleged victim. Carrie Jackson, no contact with her, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. That's the person you allegedly had an altercation with.
Okay, and that's Carrie Jackson.
Stay away from that person. Have a good day.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Will do. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Next on page 12, got a turn for corrections. I got a bunch of cases. One, Rotella Lajuan.
He refused, Judge.
Ms. Corey?
One moment. 39. Judge, I can waive this.
Public cause for the charge, appointed public defender's office, waive presence bond is $2,500. Next, Alexander Diaz.
Present.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for 2 new cases. These are added charges: burglary to an unoccupied structure, grand theft, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, or firearm or ammunition. That's from January 10th of 2025. And another case from December 31st, burglary to an unoccupied structure, grand theft, and possession of a firearm, weapon, or ammunition by a convicted felon. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the public storage business at 1977 Northeast 8th Street in Homestead, Florida. And you're not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there.
Judge, if you would only find the felon in possession and the case ending in 1-8.
Okay. There's probable cause for the charges of burglary to the unoccupied structure. I'll start with F25-12518. 1 minute. Count 1 is $2,500. Count 2 is $2,500, and count 3 is $7,500. And then F25-12516. I'm sorry, what the value?
It's spelled out over $1,800.
All right, let me find that.
It's towards the top of page 2.
Oh, 1,800. So count 1, there's probable cause for burglary to an unoccupied structure. It's a $2,500 bond. Count 2, grand theft, is $2,500. And count 3, you want an ROR or release outright?
ROR.
ROR count. All right, have a nice day, sir. Next case on page 13 is Jairo Guerrero. Good morning, Mr. Guerrero. You were arrested. You were arrested for battery by a detainee on another detainee. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Buenos días, señor Guerrero. A usted se le imputa el delito de agresión de un detenido a otro detenido. Voy a asignarle la Defensoría Pública para que le represente.
There is probable cause for the charge. I'll set your bond at $1,500. Have a nice day.
Existe causa probable para el delito que se le imputa, así que establezco su fianza en $1,500. Que tenga buen día.
Next is Edmund Cody.
Is that the first name?
Sure, it is Amato.
Thank you.
Mr. Cody, good morning, sir. You have
Good morning.
you're arrested for retail theft with a prior conviction. It's from June 13th. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Petty theft with a prior conviction is good.
There's probable cause for petty theft with a prior conviction. You are ordered to stay away from the Marshall store at 723 North Lincoln Lane in Miami Beach, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that store. You must stay away from there. He has petty theft convictions from April 16th, 2 of them. I'm setting a bond. It's $2,500. Good day, sir. eBay fell, page 14.
He
I did- You refuse
We can waive his presence.
the defender's office waive presence. I'll set the bond at $1,500.
On page 2, it says according to the victim, he was play fighting with the other inmates and does not know why the police was called.
$1.
It does say there were injuries.
I don't know. $1 bond based on what's alleged. No. Next is Derek Gonzalez Gowd, page 14.
Mr. Gonzalez Gad refused.
Waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence.
We're gonna set a bond on this, a higher bond. The victim needed to be transported.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence, bond is $5,000.
And the name of the alleged victim?
Keon Mesidor.
Next is Latrell King, page 15.
Mr. King refused.
Added charge.
Can waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office. Waive his presence. There's probable cause, $2,500 bond. Anthony Jones, page 15.
Mr. Jones refused.
Added charge.
There's probable cause for the charge. Appoint the public defender's office. You want to waive his presence?
Yes. We'll waive it.
$2,500 bond, there's probable cause.
And then the alleged victim's name?
Jose Rodriguez.
Thank you.
2,500, Judge.
$2,500. Next, Keon White. Is he here today?
Refused.
We'll waive his presence.
I'll appoint the public defender's office, waive presence.
Judge, it looks like it's mutual combat.
Maybe I'll do $1 bond. Next case is Jeremiah Charles, page 16.
Mr. Charles refused.
Waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. So there's probable cause for the charge. I'll set his bond at $1,500. And Trenard Womble, page 16.
It's the Wumble refuse.
Waive his presence.
All right, I'll set it, appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. I'll set the bond at $1. Now on page 1, we have Felicia Porter. Good morning, Ms. Porter. Ma'am, you were arrested for retail theft with a prior conviction. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
She's got a prior conviction for petty theft, 2 or more convictions, F22-11651. And that was from August 2nd, 22. And it's got a Georgia driver's license, an open misdemeanor, lots of petty theft convictions, requesting a bond.
All right. Ma'am, you are ordered to stay away from the public supermarket at 2952 Aventura Boulevard in Aventura, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location and you must stay away from there.
Thank you so much. Can I get released?
Ms. Porter is pending a lot of medical issues, Judge. She would like to be able to go back to receive additional medical treatment. It looks like she was taken to the hospital
twice
at Aventura, and that she's also been
admitted
and released within the last 4 weeks.
I wasn't supposed to leave. I'm still sick. I got to get some more blood.
She got an open petty theft case set for July 14th. How can I release her? She got an open case.
Judge, if she's pending a lot of medical issues.
It's just medical. I needed some. My stomach was hurt. I got some Advil PM.
Didn't have any problem going to Publix and shoplifting yesterday.
I can't remember a dozen convictions for theft.
Just too many. It's just an open case. I'll set her bond. It's $245. She's stealing magazines, Crayola crayons, Advil, Aleve, Tylenol, and I'll set the bond at $1,000. I can't release her, ma'am.
Also, can you refer to the clinic?
Refer her to the clinic.
Pre-trial, Judge.
No, not. She has an open retail theft case or petty theft case. She has a lot of convictions. She's a frequent flyer.
I'm not gonna do it no more. I just been real sick. Been trying to find my mama. My mama stay in Georgia, and I'm dying here in Florida. I just want to get back to my mama. I'm not gonna do it no more. They're trying to get my mama attention and write her a letter. I won't do it no more. I just need my mama attention.
1 second.
Ms. Corey, what about
hospital? I'm happy to do a hospital referral. The address she gave to is the Bacardi building. Are you homeless, ma'am? Or Young Arts building, it's called. Are you homeless?
She's currently homeless.
I just was bored and kind of my stomach.
Miss Corey, I am more than happy to do her hospital referral. She has benefits. I don't feel comfortable releasing her, especially since she has an open case at July 14th.
Judge, she's willing to go, but the only problem is she does not have benefits.
Okay, then we'll refer her to the clinic. I set her bond at $1,000. I'm sorry I cannot release her to a program based on her open case.
When will I get out?
You're going to 21 days, hopefully sooner. You have a nice judge, Judge Carbarga. She's nice. Nicer than me. Okay, next we have is Manochica Cormier, page 1. You have it. Okay, good morning. Ms. Farmer, you were arrested for fleeing and eluding a police officer. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's technically probable cause for fleeing and eluding a police officer. Ma'am, if you don't have a good license, you can't drive. Do you have a place to stay?
You have a place to live?
I live with my mom now, but I'm miserable there.
Does she have an address, Ms. Court?
Yes,
Oh, yes.
Judge, she does. I would ask for, if you would consider pretrial, Judge.
Fine.
Police requesting a bond.
Based on the facts here, pretrial services alternate bond, it's $2,500. What happened to her traffic? Did she go in front of a judge yet?
Yeah, she got $1 bond, Judge.
Who's working today doing that? It doesn't get pretrial.
Figueroa.
Okay, yeah. All right, include with pretrial services, the ticket, what is it? Driving with a suspended license with knowledge, ALHRS1E. Alternate $1.
It's overstates objection.
Okay. Have a nice day. Next case is Robin Richardson, was reset for medical. Is she here today? Hi, Miss Richardson. Good morning. You were arrested for possession of a controlled substance called crack cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Okay, sounds good.
You have an address where you live? Ma'am?
Yes. Yes. Would you consider pretrial, Judge?
I'm looking for my pen I'd like to sign. My purple pen is disappeared. Okay, I'm sure I misplaced it. Pretrial services alternate bond. Count 1 will be $2,500 and count 2 is $500. Have a nice day, ma'am. Naomi Diaz is next. Page 2.
She's allegedly the lookout.
Good morning, ma'am. Do you speak English?
Spanish, please.
Ma'am, you were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied conveyance, unlawful possession of a stolen catalytic converter, possession of burglary tools, and criminal mischief.
Buenos días, señora. A usted se le imputa allanamiento de un vehículo desocupado, tenencia ilegal de un convertidor catalítico, tenencia de herramientas para el allanamiento y destrucción a la propiedad privada.
So I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Voy a asignarle la oficina en la Defensoría Pública.
She's the lookout while her friends are cutting out catalytic converters at the Casino Miami at 11 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday.
Ella funcionaba como campana mientras que sus compañeros se encargaban de cortar y extraer los convertores catalíticos. Esto en el Casino de Miami el día de ayer aproximadamente a las 11 de la noche.
They have video of it.
Y lo tienen en video.
It's just not clear how they can conclude that she was a lookout when she's just sitting in the car, Judge.
They got video of it.
Well, I don't know how they can conclude just because your head might turn versus being a lookout. It does not look like she was participating, Judge.
Su señoría, no sé cómo pueden decir que ella estaba actuando como campana cuando ella simplemente estaba sentada en el vehículo, girar la cabeza no es motivo suficiente. Su señoría responde de que hay un video.
So it says that she's in the car looking around as a lookout as they're obviously stealing this catalytic converter. I believe there's probable cause.
They're starting to do this at 7:30 in the morning.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, what happened at 7:40 in the morning?
This is going on at 7:30 in the morning. I guess they got arrested at 11.
Okay. Según el atestado policial, usted se encontraba dentro del vehículo mirando a los alrededores mientras que las otras personas robaban los convertores catalíticos. Esto comenzó a las 7:30 de la mañana y terminó con su arresto a las 11.
Also, she observed the cutter being retrieved from the vehicle she was in and the noise and based on the noise, she would have had to hear the cutter being operated.
Además, se observa que las cortadoras que se usaron salieron del vehículo donde ella se encontraba. Además de eso, cuando se estaban usando estas cortadoras, el sonido que estos producen hubiese sido más que suficiente para llamarle la atención.
It looks like the police are describing a witness to a crime versus being a participant.
She's looking around. She's the lookout.
Su señoría, usted está describiendo más el comportamiento de una testigo que de una persona que está actuando en confabulación.
Ma'am, you are ordered to stay away from the Casino Miami business and parking lot at 3510 Northwest 36th Street in Miami, Florida.
Señora, usted tiene que mantenerse alejada del Casino Miami, el estacionamiento y el lugar de servicio que está ubicado en el 3510 del Northwest y la 36 calle en Miami, Florida.
So I believe there's probable cause for the burglary charge in count 1 and count 2. I don't know if you can have her as principal to burglary tools or criminal mischief.
Okay, Judge.
Su señoría encuentra causa probable para el cargo 1 y cargo 2, que es, pero para el 3 y el 4 no está segura.
So I'll give her pretrial services alternate bond, $2,500 count 1, $2,500 count 2, count 3 and 4. Do you want to release outright or a dollar, Ms. Corey?
Release outright, please.
Outright counts 3 and 4.
Muy bien. Entonces usted va a ser liberada bajo la supervisión del programa Pretrial Services o de lo contrario paga una fianza de $2,500 para el cargo 1 y $2,500 para el cargo 2. Cargo 3 y cargo 4 usted va a ser liberada de inmediato.
Good day, ma'am.
Buen día, señora.
Next is Luna Luque, page 2. Good morning, ma'am. You were arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
I don't see any criminal history. Requesting a bond of $2,500.
All right. You have no priors. You have money to post the bond, ma'am?
Yes, Judge, she does.
All right. I'll set the bond at $2,000. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Next is Alejandra Quintero.
Mrs. Quintero is out on felony bond on F2511052 and F2511053.
The whole for the division judge. Good morning, Ms. Quintero. Ma'am, you were arrested for possession of a controlled substance. It's a THC gummy, possession of drug paraphernalia, and petty theft. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So she's stealing at Home Depot, and I guess she had a gummy on her, and
Can
then
I get to $1 on the gummy?
and she, what else? Drug paraphernalia, a copper filter. Okay, burnt crack cocaine residue in her pipes. So you are ordered to stay away from the Home Depot store at 12055 Biscayne Boulevard in North Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there. Do you understand, ma'am? count one, possession of a controlled substance will be $1. Count two, the possession of drug paraphernalia is $500. And count three, petty theft. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. That will be $500. Have a nice day. Next is Risha Blash. Hi, Miss Blash. Good morning. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a firearm. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
So they're cousins, they don't live together. This dates back to February requesting a bond.
Corey, it's like what attempted ag assault, just to the people. You are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Sierra Trennis Jackson. No contact with the victim, either alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, are you here for her? Who are you? Her friend. Oh, your friend's in court. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand the modified, the stay away order?
Yes, ma'am.
A probable cause for an attempted ag assault with a firearm. So you want me to give a pretrial or should I have money for bond?
It's requesting a bond.
From February. Ms. Corey?
Yes, Judge, if you could do pretrial, please.
Pretrial services, alternate bond will be $3,500. Have a nice day.
Overstates objection.
So noted.
And Judge, if we can get a friend's phone number.
You give them their phone number so they have somebody to verify for pretrial.
I have everything. I have all the information for
You don't have to put on a, but Ms. Corey may need to.
You wanted to?
Yeah, I want to know.
So
I
she
have
can,
all the information for her.
No,
And
tell her to give me the number again.
Miss Splash wants her phone number again. She doesn't have it.
786-848-0495.
Thank you.
all right. Have a nice day. Thank you. You need her to wait. Have a seat, ma'am, so we can just pre-talk, get your information. Ronald Villanueva is next. Good morning, sir. Can you speak English? Yes. Sir, you were arrested for failing to register or comply with registration requirements. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So there is probable cause for the charge. I'm setting a bond. It's $2,500. Have a nice day, sir. Next is Ralph Marrero.
Mr. Marrero refused, Judge. He's also out on felony bond. F2217340.
You wanna, he's got the hold and score. You wanna reset it or leave his presence?
We can waive his presence if it's okay with the court.
I'll make a note to get the stay away order in division.
Let me just take a look at it. Oh, that's fine. I'll appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. Let me review this. right, so I'll find there's probable cause for count one. I'm not sure what the criminal mischief is. Oh, wait, down.
It's not a damaged taillight, damaged driver's side light.
There's probable cause. So appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. Count one is $5,000. Count two is $150. You said it was refusal, correct?
That's correct.
Thank you. What was it, a hold for the division judge?
I don't felony bond.
Now we have Michael Castellanos. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession with intent to sell MDMA and trafficking in MDMA. I will appoint the public defender's office. Actually, can you afford a lawyer, sir?
No.
No?
No.
You own your home?
You own your own home?
No.
Okay, I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
So he sold to a CI back in March, and then they arrested him yesterday with 60 grams of MDMA.
13 pills weighing 60 grams. And he also had one LSD strip, which I don't think they.
They didn't charge him with.
There's probable cause for the charges. Count one, possession with intent to sell the MDMA will be $7,500. Count two, the trafficking charge. What do you want me to set that at?
25,000.
215, Judge.
All right, I'll set count two at $15,000. Have a nice day. Yeah, one is 7,500, two is 15,000. Good luck to you, sir. Next is Carrie Eugene, page 4. Bottom of page 4. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Do you have a place to stay or are you homeless?
Do you have a place to stay?
No.
But state's issue is that he's got a 171-day sentence from earlier this year. State's requesting a bond.
Violent. Tap alternate bond. $1,000, count one. What was it? 1 gram cocaine residue. 0.1 gram. Tap alternate bond, $1,000, count one. 500, count two. Sir, you have to come back to court for your arraignment. What date are we using today? Is it the 17th of July? Is that a work day? I don't know.
17th is a Thursday, yeah.
July 17th at 9 a.m. courtroom 3-4. Have a nice day.
All right, taps over state's objection.
Thank you. Dean St. Louis is next. Okay. Page 5. Morning, sir. You were arrested for 2 cases. The first one's from June 16th, yesterday, burglary to an unoccupied conveyance, possession of burglary tools, and petty theft. And then you have another case also from yesterday, burglary to an unoccupied conveyance, grand theft, and possession of burglary tools. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Let me review.
He was released from prison October 24th.
So, and one of the cards was still over $1,500. There was cash as well as a tablet, cell phone, phone charger. They had a victim was able to provide a picture of Mr. St. Louis. He also had a spark plug on him, which is commonly used to commit burglaries by shattering glass. Although in this case, they entered the vehicle through the rear right side. All right, so on F 25 12524, count one, burglary to an unoccupied conveyance is a $2,500 bond. Count two, grand theft is $2,500, and count three, you want $1 on possession of burglary tools? We didn't use it to get in.
$1 is fine, Judge. Thank you.
Three. And F 25 12520. Also, the car door was left unlocked and he stole a bunch of merchandise, a bunch of items from the victim's vehicle, a Miami Beach parking pass card. It's worth $67, but it'll take him a headache and a half to get another one, dealing with City of Miami Beach parking. Okay, and then also it's, what is that? Souvenir cards. Universal souvenir card. So count one is $2,500, count two is $1, and count three is $150. Have a nice day.
Judge, Mr. St. Louis indicates he does not have funds for a bond. Would Your Honor consider pretrial services or house arrest for him?
Wait, one other thing, sir. You are ordered to stay away from the apartment complex at 13800 Northeast 12th Avenue in North Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location and you must stay away from there, sir. Stay away. Do you have an objection?
He was released from prison October 24th, also for burglaries.
So no, I'm setting a bond. Good day, sir. Next case is Roberto Padron Martinez. Page 5.
Spanish, please.
Sir, you were arrested for robbery by sudden snatching and battery by strangulation. Sir, can you afford to hire a lawyer?
Buenos días, señor. Usted se le imputa hurto por arrancamiento y agresión a través de la estrangulación. ¿Usted tiene los medios para contratar los servicios de un abogado particular?
No.
No.
Public Defender's Office for you.
Le asigno a la oficina de la Defensoría Pública para que le represente.
So there is probable cause for the charges.
Existe causa probable para los cargos que se le imputan.
You are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Elsa Sprague, S-P-R-A-G-U-E.
Se le ordena mantenerse alejado de la víctima, Elsa Sprague.
No contact with the alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
Usted no puede tener contacto alguno con la víctima, ya sea de manera directa o indirecta, en persona, vía telefónica o a través de terceras personas.
No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means.
Tampoco puede tener contacto con la víctima a través de las redes sociales o cualquier otro medio de comunicación electrónica.
You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school and place of stay away from her home and school and place of employment at all times.
Y en todo momento tiene que mantenerse a no menos de 500 pies de distancia de la víctima, el lugar donde ésta viva, trabaje o estudie.
Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs.
Usted no puede participar de ninguna actividad delictiva, así como tampoco puede tener o consumir sustancias ilícitas.
Do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition.
Tampoco puede usar, tener, portar o comprar armas, armas de fuego o munición.
You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court.
De tener alguna de estas, tiene que entregarla voluntariamente de manera inmediata a la comisaría más cercana y luego la entrega del el recibo, dárselo a la secretaría del juzgado.
You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail.
Usted va a poder retornar a la vivienda de la víctima una sola vez dentro de un periodo de 48 horas a partir del momento de su liberación.
You must be accompanied by a police officer.
Tiene que ir acompañado por un agente policial.
so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools.
Para que pueda recoger sus artículos personales, artículos, medicamentos, documentos personales, documentos de negocio o herramientas de negocio.
If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested.
Si usted retorna a la vivienda de la víctima sin ser acompañado por un agente policial, usted va a volver a ser arrestado.
Do you understand the statement?
Okay.
¿Ha entendido la orden de alejamiento? Yes.
I'm setting a bond count 1. Let me see his priors. He has a lot of priors. Some of them, mostly old ones. State, are you okay if I split the bonds?
I mean, he's got an attempted second-degree murder conviction.
When?
That was
20.
10 years in the year 2000, requesting a bond, the standard bond.
I am setting a bond. Count 1, robbery by sudden snatching will be $1,000, and count 2, battery by strangulation will be $5,000.
Judge, would you consider house arrest as an alternate?
Maybe level 2, that prior attempted murder was domestic.
Would you like that, Ms. Corn?
Yes, please.
House arrest with a GPS monitor. Level 2 house arrest. Alternate bonds is $1,000, count 1, 5,000, count 2. So with level 2 house arrest, sorry, that means he can go to work, home, school, medical appointments.
Okay.
Work, home, work. Sorry, Madam Interpreter. He can only go to work, school, medical appointments, meet with his attorney. Otherwise, he has to stay at home.
Understood. Muy bien, señor. Gracias a la intervención de su abogada, pero considerando de que usted tiene antecedentes penales, incluso por intento de asesinato en segundo grado, su señoría lo pone a usted en detención domiciliaria con un geolocalizador nivel 2. O de manera alternativa, usted paga una fianza. Para el cargo 1, $1,000. Para el cargo 2, $5,000. ¿Qué cosa quiere decir detención domiciliaria nivel 2? Que usted solo puede ir a trabajar, visitas médicas y visitar a su abogado. De lo contrario, volverá a ser arrestado.
Wendy, come here. Hey. Next, Galan Cotilla, page 5.
Judge, the next should be Sergio Mejia.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sergio Mejia, page 5. Pardon me. Good morning.
Spanish.
Bien, buenos días.
Domestic battery by strangulation, aggravated assault with a firearm, and battery.
Muy bien, señor. Buenos días. A usted se le imputa agresión en forma de violencia intrafamiliar a través de la estrangulación, agresión con un arma de fuego y agresión.
So I will, sir, can you afford to hire a private lawyer?
¿Usted tiene los medios para contratar los servicios de un abogado particular?
No.
No.
Do you own your home?
¿Usted es dueño de la vivienda donde vive?
No, renta.
No, I rent.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you, and this is a case from March of 2025.
Muy bien, le asigno la oficina de la Defensoría Pública y este caso data de marzo del 2025.
Is he living with the victim now?
¿Vive usted con la víctima?
No, yo tengo 3 meses no verla.
I haven't seen her for the past 3 months.
Sir, I'm entering a stay-away order from the alleged victim, Ovelda Iracheta Aguilar.
Señor, emite una orden de alejamiento a favor de la supuesta víctima, Ovelda Iracheta Aguilar.
No contact with the alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
Usted no puede tener contacto con la víctima ya sea de manera directa o indirecta, en persona, por escrito, vía telefónica o a través de terceras personas.
No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means.
Tampoco puede tener contacto con la víctima a través de las redes sociales o cualquier otro medio de comunicación electrónica.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school and place of employment at all times.
Y en todo momento usted tiene que mantenerse a no menos de 500 pies de distancia de la víctima, el lugar donde ésta viva, trabaje o estudie.
Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs.
No puede participar de actividades delictivas, como tampoco puede tener o consumir sustancias ilícitas.
Do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition.
No puede usar, tener, portar o comprar armas, armas de fuego o munición.
You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court.
Your Honor, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Usted tampoco, de tener alguna de estas, usted tiene que entregarlas a la comisaría más cercana y luego a la secretaría del tribunal darle la copia de esta entrega.
You understand the stay away order?
¿Usted entiende la orden de alejamiento?
¿Entrega de qué?
Thank you. So, I'm setting a bond. Count one, battery by strangulation is $5,000. Count two, aggravated is, I'm sorry, battery by strangulation would be $4,000.
It's 4,000, you said, Your Honor?
I'm splitting one and four, so one and three. So
Okay.
battery by strangulation, count one is $4,000. Count two, aggravated assault with a firearm is $5,000. And count three, battery is $1,000.
Entonces la fianza es la siguiente. Agresión física por estrangulación es $4,000 de fianza. Cargo 2, que es agresión calificada con un arma de fuego, $5,000. Y el cargo 3, agresión, $1,000.
Have a good day.
Que tenga buen día.
Next is Leon Cotilla.
Third
Out of-
degree felony.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Yes.
You are arrested for grand theft of a vehicle. It should be a third-degree felony. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So the victim was driving and saw, I guess, Mr. Cotilla driving his stolen vehicle. Because of its distinguished rims, there's probable cause for grand theft of a vehicle, a third-degree felony.
Consider pre-trial judge.
He's got a lot of priors.
As a conviction for false name.
After arrest from March.
20,
Prior 30-month prison sentence.
200, signal 200. I'm setting a bond, $2,500. Good day. Next is George Pal Figueroa.
He's reset medical judge.
Your Honor, please review.
Spanish interpreter, please.
Second, I'm reviewing the other case. What'd you say? Where's Mr. Pal Figueroa?
Medical.
It's reset medical.
Okay, thank you. Right now, next case is Mr. Rodrigo Mendez Zabel. Good morning.
Buenos días, señor Méndez.
Sir, you were arrested for aggravated assault on a person 65 or older or with a deadly weapon and possession, improper exhibition of a firearm or weapon.
A usted se le imputa el caso de agresión calificada a una persona de 65 años de edad o mayor, tenencia de un arma mortal y exhibición ilegal de un arma de fuego o arma mortífera.
That's it, great. I didn't see the age.
We get a lot of crimes lately involving mangoes.
Yeah, this time of year.
So I guess a female at the house gave the victim permission to pick some mangoes, but he's taking too long and he must, then she called Mr. Mendez-Abel to come out.
So it looks like the permission was for just 2 or 3 mangoes, and I guess they overstayed their permitted amount.
Este delito tiene que ver con la temporada de mangos. Parece que la víctima le dio permiso a que recogiera mangos de la propiedad, pero se quedó de más y tomó más de lo que se le había permitido.
Looks like it's defense of their property judge from having additional mangoes taken that were not permitted.
Esto es en defensa de la propiedad porque parece ser que se llevaron más mangos de los permitidos.
You are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim whose initials are HM.
Señora, a usted se le ordena mantenerse alejado de la supuesta víctima cuyas iniciales son HM.
No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
Usted no puede tener contacto con la víctima, ya sea de manera directa o indirecta, en persona, por escrito, vía telefónica o a través de terceras personas.
And stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school, and place of employment at all times.
Y usted tiene que mantenerse en todo momento a no menos de 500 pies de distancia de la víctima, el lugar donde ésta viva, trabaje o estudie.
So I don't see an age for the victim. It should just be aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Yep.
En el atestado de arresto no veo la edad de la víctima, así que el delito debería ser agresión calificada con un arma mortal.
Ms. F, do you see something else?
No, I agree, Judge.
Okay. So
Judge, he has no idea where the alleged victim lives. We don't have an address. I don't
okay.
happen to live nearby, but
Somebody's driving by and stopped to see if they could take a few mangoes. And I guess the female told him okay. And then she's taken too long. She revokes permission and he comes out and points a gun.
Mi cliente no tiene idea dónde vive la víctima o nada de ella. Bueno, deben vivir cerca, él pasa por ahí, ve el árbol de mangos, pide permiso, ella le da el permiso, se quedan de más, agarran de más y él decide sacar el arma.
So what do you want me to do in terms of a bond? He has his bondsman here. That's good. Count
5,000.
aggravated assault with a deadly weapon is $5,000. Count 2, the improper exhibition of a weapon. That's $500. Have a nice day.
Para el cargo 1, que es agresión calificada, son $5,000 de fianza. Para el cargo 2, que es exhibición indebida de un arma, son $500 de fianza.
The bondsman's here. He'll get you out of jail.
Su fiancista está presente y él le va a sacar de la cárcel.
Next is Eddie Penaval, page 6.
he's in jail arraignments. We can pass.
Thank you. I'll pass this case. Then there's Andres Betancourt, page 6. Good morning, sir.
English.
You were arrested for possession of THC and possession of cannabis. I will appoint the public defender's office for you, unless you're 22?
I think or maybe okay.
I'll release you on your own recognizance on count 1 and count 2. There's probable cause. Make sure you keep all future court dates. And if you want to smoke that stuff or use it, you should maybe consider getting a medical marijuana card so you don't get arrested. But then you have to purchase it from the state's designated vendors. All right. Have a nice day. ROR counts 1 and 2. ROR, there's probable cause. Rafael Valdez Tellez is next, page 7.
You may qualify for TAP.
TAP or pre-trial?
I think I don't know if pre-trial's gonna be willing to take him.
This signal? There's just a lot of cases. Oh, yeah. Good morning.
Spanish, please.
Oh, yeah.
You were arrested for possession of a controlled substance called crystal meth. appoint the public defender's office for you.
Buenos días. A usted se le imputa el delito de tenencia de una sustancia controlada, metanfetamina en cristal. Le asigno a la Defensoría Pública.
Probable cause for the charge. TAF alternate bond, $1,000.
Encuentro causa probable para el delito que se le imputa. Lo voy a poner bajo el programa TAP o de lo contrario paga una fianza de $1,000.
Have a nice day.
Que tenga buen día.
Next, Abdullah Allah Hamza, page 7.
We need to pass from Judge, teaching jail arraignment.
Thank you. Sean Timberlake, page 7.
Judge, I'm sorry, I missed what happened to number.
Yes, he's in jail arraignment.
Thank you.
Sean Timberlake is next.
Judge, Mr. Timberlake received pretrial alternate $1 on both cases for his misdemeanors.
Pretrial is good for the felony.
Okay. He didn't get charged though with the theft?
I think that's the misdemeanor.
It is. Okay. He's stealing tequila from Fresco y Mas. Tequila. Tastes good. Salt, right? I don't know. I don't drink.
Mr. Timberlake is present.
Morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There is probable cause for the charge. I'll give him pretrial services with an alternate bond. It's going to be $2,500. Have a nice day, sir. Alfredo Rodriguez is next on page 8. Page 8. Good morning, Mr. Rodriguez. Sir, you were arrested for criminal mischief over $1,000. It's an added charge. It's from June 11th. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
I don't think there's an amount of damage.
Was before a couple of times, causing large dents. There's no value. Do you live with your uncle?
You live with your uncle?
Yeah.
No, Judge, he lives with his mom.
Judge, I think he's already being held no bond on a PBL.
Or maybe it's his nephew. It says the victim is the nephew of Mr. Rodriguez. So, sir, you are ordered to stay away from Vicente Rodriguez, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. Do not use, purchase, possess, or carry. You want the domestic or the non-domestic for this, Ms. F?
I don't think it's a charge that qualifies as DV. So if you're only doing
stay away from the victim's residence at 1845 Northwest 6th Avenue in Miami, Florida. All right, so stay away from Vicente Rodriguez in his home. Bond will be, let me see, what do you want me to set it at, $500?
It's fine.
$500 bond. Next is David Carroll. Good morning, sir.
Judge, Mr. Carroll is out on felony bond F2511063.
Thank you. There's a hold for the division judge. Here you're charged with destroying a memorial or historic property in criminal mischief. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So he's spraying graffiti, I guess, on Ocean Drive. Let's see what it says.
The judge here, I have pictures of the damage. Give me a second.
Let me see. Read this first.
Okay, and then I wanted to show the court a few things.
Here it again.
Okay, yes, Ms. F.
Okay, so a couple things. So this is the building. That's the first thing. Second thing is the previous arrest form. And in this previous arrest form, it's the exact same location. And the building is described as an Art Deco historic building.
What's that case number?
F25-11063, that's the open case. And then the final thing I wanted to show the courts, pictures of the damage. Right, so it's graffiti painting, I guess, on the ledge. Also, Sergeant Rodriguez is here. I believe she may want to address.
Okay.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Raise your right hand and be sworn, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you are going to give in this proceeding will be the truth, if so stated, do?
I do, Sergeant Melissa Rodriguez, Miami Beach Police Department. And based on that previous case that he was arrested for, it is the same location. And Judge Atfield issued a stay away order.
Okay.
So I would like an elevated bond if possible, as he continues to go back to the same spot.
Did he post a bond on his other case on F25-11063? Can you run that? Her?
They released him on tap as an alternate on
Oh,
the 31st. And I can see that yesterday it stated that he posted or bond received. Maybe that's because he was arrested and picked up.
He posted a bond on his tab.
he posted a bond on June 10th. How much was his bond?
$500. No, he was released outright.
Oh, it was released outright. Who did that? Which judge? Who released him outright? Was it the division judge?
I'm gonna go with it was the division judge.
No, that's Judge Laura Cruz. Okay, so Judge Cruz released him outright. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the building at 1200 Ocean Drive in Miami Beach, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location and you must stay away from there, sir. Do you understand?
Hey, Judge.
Okay, thank you. So stay away from the building and the property. They don't want your graffiti on it. All right. So what bond is the state seeking? First of all, he has a hold for F25-11063.
So it's charged as an F2, which honors that instead of 7,500, 10,000.
No, I'm not going to set that. I'm going to set 15,000 on count one for destroying or damaging the Art Deco building property, and criminal mischief will be $500.
Thank you, Judge.
15,500. Stay away from that property. You'll see the division judge tomorrow.
Thank you, Judge.
Good day. Thank you. Next we have is Willie Cross on page 9. Hi, Mr. Cross. Good morning. You were arrested for failing register as required by law. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charge. Your bonds is $2,500. Have a good day. Next is Manuel Estupinan. Page 9.
A third-degree felony, and you may qualify for a program.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for grand theft of a vehicle and possession of a controlled substance. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Buenos días, señora. A usted se le imputa hurto de mayor cuantía, un vehículo y tenencia de una sustancia controlada. Le asigno la Defensoría Pública.
So count one, there's probable cause for grand theft of a vehicle, a third-degree felony.
Para el cargo número 1, que es hurto de mayor cuantía, un vehículo, encuentro causa probable y este es un delito mayor de tercer grado.
Count two, possession of cocaine. I'm sorry, count one, grand theft will be a $2,500 bond, and count two, possession of cocaine is $2,500.
Muy bien, para el cargo número 1, que es el hurto de mayor cuantía o un vehículo, la fianza es de $2.500 y para el cargo 2, que es tenencia de cocaína, la fianza también es de $2.500.
He lived in Miami.
¿Vive usted en Miami?
Sí.
Yes.
How long? How long?
¿Hace cuánto?
Voy a cumplir 10 años viviendo en Miami.
It's going to be 10 years.
Pretrial services, but those are alternate bonds, $2,500 each count. Have a nice day.
Muy bien, entonces usted va a ser liberado bajo la supervisión del programa Pretrial Services o de lo contrario paga la fianza que le dije por cada uno. Que tenga un buen día.
Next we have Joel Baldo, page 9.
Judge, we passed Mr. Eddie Prevail. You want to take him?
Okay, yes, ma'am. Eddie Penavel, page 6. Does he need an interpreter? Or no? English is fine, I think. Good morning, Mr. Penavel. You were arrested for grand theft of a vehicle. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You're also out on probation. There's a hold for you to see the judge tomorrow for F21-6229. So anyway, there's probable cause for the charge. Your bond is $2,500. Have a nice day.
Judge, we also have Mr.
Page 7 is Abdullah Alil Hamza. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of a controlled substance called Xanax, possession of cannabis. And sir, can you afford to hire a lawyer?
Can you afford to hire an attorney?
No, ma'am.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Pressing a bond, he came in on a bench warrant.
What happened to his bench warrant?
He received a dollar bond.
He's also got a prior out of Indian River County from last year, also drugs.
Sir, how long have you been living in Florida for?
Sorry, ma'am.
How long do you live in Florida for?
Why I can hear?
How long have you lived in Florida?
This is my second year, ma'am.
Where do you attend school? Do you attend school here or are you working?
Both. I right now moved in Miami ETA flight school. I used to and working as a vendor also for hummus.
Okay.
Food place now.
All right. So this is, I'll set a bond, $1,000 count 1 and ROR count 2.
Would you consider a pretrial judge?
No,
You can judge the bench warrant and the prior arrests out of county.
but I lowered the bond.
That's fine.
You got a dollar bond on the benchmark corrections?
Okay.
His address is Vero Beach on the A form. He's not even from down here.
And now it says he moved to Miami. It's a little too sketchy for me in terms of his ties to the community. You said he had an arrest warrant from Indian River County?
No, prior drug related. It appears to be a conviction.
You know, you can't go fly in those planes if you're using a controlled substance. Maybe you should get some drug counseling, sir. What country are you from?
Arabia, ma'am.
Where?
Saudi Arabia.
Okay. Well, good luck to you, sir. Have a nice day. Next case we have is Joel Baldo. Good morning.
Spanish, please.
Mr. Baldo, you were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied conveyance, possession of stolen catalytic converter, possession of burglary tools, and criminal mischief.
Muy buenos días, señora. A usted se le imputa el delito de allanamiento de un vehículo desocupado. A usted se le imputa tenencia de un convertidor catalítico robado. También se le imputa tenencia de herramientas para el allanamiento y destrucción a la propiedad privada.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Voy a asignarle la oficina de la Defensoría Pública.
It's a whole sophisticated scheme where they go to Casino Miami to steal catalytic converters.
Esta es una organización bastante sofisticada, es un esquema en el que van al casino de Miami a robar los convertidores catalíticos.
So he's holding the cutter and stays underneath, I guess, a white Camry, and then there's somebody else who's a lookout.
Usted va a realizar su fechoría mientras que otra persona actúa como informante o campana.
And he has somebody else going under the car to help him steal the catalytic converter.
Luego se ve a alguien más metiéndose debajo del carro con usted para ayudarle a robar el convertidor catalítico.
The catalytic converter was cut under the Camry.
El convertidor catalítico del Camry lo llegaron a cortar.
All right, so there is probable cause for the charges.
Existe causa probable para los delitos que se le imputan.
Order to stay away from Casino Miami at 3510 Northwest 36th Avenue in Miami, Florida.
Así como también emite una orden de alejamiento. Usted no puede ir al Casino Miami ubicado en el 3510 del Northwest y la 36 Avenida en Miami, Florida.
I'm going to set a bond as follows. Count one, burglary to the conveyance is $2,500. You want count two is unlawful possession of a stolen catalytic converter is $2,500. Count three, possession of burglary tools, that should be $2,500 as well. And count four, criminal mischief, there's no value, but I'll set it, it's a second degree misdemeanor, but I'll set it at $500.
Muy bien, entonces la fianza para usted es la siguiente. Para el cargo número 1, que es el allanamiento de un vehículo desocupado, la fianza es de $2,500. Para el cargo número 2, que es tenencia ilegal de un convertidor catalítico, la fianza es de $2,500. El cargo 3, que es tenencia de herramientas para el allanamiento, $2,500. Y el cargo 4, como no hay monto a la destrucción y es un delito menor de segundo grado, la fianza va a ser de $500.
Good day, sir. Next, we have Juan Mora Turby. Thank you.
Spanish, please.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for two cases.
Buenos días, señor. Usted fue arrestado por 2 causas.
They're both burglaries. One is a burglary to an unoccupied structure and petty theft from May 12th. The other case is burglary to an occupied structure and petty theft from March 16th.
Una de las causas se le imputa allanamiento de una estructura desocupada y hurto de menor cuantía. Esto data del 12 de mayo. La otra causa es allanamiento de una estructura desocupada, hurto de menor cuantía, y esto data del 16 de marzo.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le asigno a la oficina de la Defensoría Pública.
Unoccupied dwellings, first degree petty theft.
Okay.
Son viviendas desocupadas, hurto de menor cuantía.
So in F25-12506, you are ordered to stay away from the victim VV and his residence at 2901 Northwest 96th Street in Miami, Florida.
En la causa número 1, F25-12506, se le ordena mantenerse alejado de la víctima cuyas iniciales son VV y de su propiedad ubicada en el 2901 Northwest y la 96 calle en Miami, Florida.
Contact with that victim directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
No puede tener contacto con la víctima de manera directa o indirecta, en persona, por escrito, vía telefónica o a través de terceras personas.
And no contact with the victim. I'm sorry, he must stay at least 500 feet away from his home, school, and place of employment at all times.
Y en todo momento tiene que mantenerse a no menos de 500 pies de distancia de la víctima, el lugar donde ésta viva, trabaje o estudie.
On the other case, F25-12507, you are ordered to stay away from the victim, MD, and his residence at 8801 Northwest 33rd Port Road in Miami, Florida.
Y en el caso F25-12507, se le ordena mantenerse alejado de la víctima cuyas iniciales son MD. Tampoco puede acercarse a la propiedad de él, que está ubicada en el 8801 Northwest y el 33 Court Road en Miami, Florida.
So, and no contact with that victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
Tampoco puede tener contacto con esta víctima de manera directa o indirecta, en persona, por escrito, a través de terceras personas.
Stay at least 500 feet away from his home, school, and place of employment at all times.
Y en todo momento tiene que mantenerse a no menos de 500 pies de distancia de él, el lugar donde él viva, trabaje o estudie.
Count one, the bond is $7,500. And count two, the petty theft charge is $500.
En el cargo número 1, su fianza es de $7,500 y el cargo número 2, que es el hurto de menor cuantía, la fianza es de $500.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
Que
Next,
tenga buen día.
Fazul Tarba is next.
You said for only one case?
Is that two?
Both 75
each? Okay, we didn't hear the each.
What? I did both cases. 7,500 count one and 500 count two. They're both the same.
Okay.
Como en ambas causas se le imputa el mismo delito, la fianza se aplica para los dos, 7,500 uno, 7,500 el otro, 501, 500 el otro.
All right, next is Fazula Tarba.
Looks like we don't know where she's from. Oh, he's from rather.
Good morning, sir. You are arrested for grand theft, a third degree. This is not him. Who is this?
Mr. Tarba was a bond out.
Oh, okay.
This is Elvis Hernandez.
Elvis Hernandez, next page 10. Mr. Hernandez, you were arrested for possession of cocaine. Three cases. Possession of a grand theft of a vehicle, fleeing and eluding a police officer, and possession of cocaine. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Let me review. So there's probable cause for possession of cocaine. He had a small baggie of it in his beanie. And cocaine residue as well. So that's one case. Then the other one, F25-12522, fleeing and eluding a police officer. So the police get behind his car, see it's a stolen car. They follow the car. They try and do a traffic stop. He turned on hazards lights to slow down, but did not stop. Tires kept rotating forward. Officer went in front of his vehicle and to try and stop him. Then he puts the vehicle in reverse and drove forward around the police car, fleeing northbound on Northwest 22nd Avenue and approaching 20th Street. Then he was detained later by another officer. I guess the joyride bought you some time in jail. Anyway, it was a stolen car as well. He's driving a stolen truck. All right, so I'm setting a bond on F25. Is there anything you want to say, Ms. Corey? I understand he's 19, but he's fleeing from the police and he has drugs on him.
He does not have funds for a bond. Would Your Honor consider, I see no prior record either, Judge. It looks like it's his first arrest. Would you consider pretrial or house arrest for him?
So for fleeing, let me hear from the state.
Requesting a bond.
Setting a bond. F-25-12523, grand theft of a vehicle is a $2,500 bond. F-25-12522, fleeing and eluding a police officer is a $2,500 bond. In count 3, there's probable cause for possession of cocaine. He has cocaine. I don't know if there's an objection if I lower that to $1,000. He has a baggie, a small baggie, as well as resident. Are you okay if I lower $1,000? Good day, sir.
You say 2,000, Judge?
$1,000. Yeah. Next is Silva. Good morning, Mr. Silva. You were arrested for battery by strangulation and tampering with a victim. It says capital felony. It should be third-degree felony. Sir, can you afford to hire an attorney?
Hello, Judge Laser, but good morning.
Do you have money to pay for a private lawyer, sir?
No, ma'am.
Do you
Do you own your own home?
No, I live at 5005 Collins Avenue, apartment 307.
You're renting?
Renting. Yeah.
All right, I'll appoint the public defender's office for you, subject to financial verification.
F2 should actually be an F2.
An F2, oh, okay.
Tampering with an F3 becomes an F2. State's requesting a bond plus house arrest because defendant said he had nothing to lose as he had been to jail before and he would kill her and himself. And looking at the defendant's prior criminal history, he's got a prior 7-year prison sentence for multiple armed robbery, kidnapping charges.
All right, so there is probable cause for battery, domestic battery by strangulation and tampering with a victim of a third-degree felony, which would be a second-degree felony. All right, so sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Sofia Viachis Akilova. No contact with that alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means, and you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. Do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay away?
Yes, definitely, ma'am. I definitely.
All
This is
right.
alcoholism.
Count 1, there's the bond battery by strangulation. I'll set that at $5,000. Count 2, tampering with the victim. State, what bond are you seeking on this? That's a second-degree felony.
5,000, but I am also requesting the house arrest. Based upon his statement, the multiple prior prison sentences for crimes of violence. And his statement was that he had nothing to lose and he would kill her and himself.
Try to see what the tampering is. Sorry.
So it said the victim then picked up her cell phone from the bedside, which was taken away from her by the subject. He said that if she called the police, then he had nothing to lose and he would kill her.
Okay, there's probable cause for both. So 5,000 count one, I'll set count two at $2,500, but it's plus house arrest with a GPS monitor. I'll do level 3 house arrest. And with the curfew from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Good luck to you, sir. You can always go see the division judge to modify the house arrest component.
Judges plus or alternate?
Plus house arrest, level 3, curfew 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Stay away from the victim. Humberto Gallo is next.
Not an attempt.
Judge, on Mr. Silva, he indicates that he works an evening shift,
Go up.
doing delivery from what time? 6
From
o'clock?
6 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the morning.
So 6 o'clock at night to 6 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I'll take away the curfew component.
Okay,
Away
thank
from
you.
the victim and her residence. Good morning. This is Mr. Gallo, Humberto Gallo. So you were arrested for an attempted aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. There's actually probable cause for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. And do you speak English?
Yes, I just speaking.
From June 14th, it's alleged that you stabbed somebody with a 6-inch knife in their back at a bus stop. So public defender's office is appointed. He was positively ID'd, I think, from the by a witness. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Omar Moncada. No contact with the alleged victim, Omar Moncada, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home, school, and place of employment at all times. I think you should stay away from that bus stop by the Juan Pablo Duarte Park at 17th Avenue, Northwest 28th Street as well. Anyway, state, you didn't file a motion on here. The victim was bleeding.
It was charged as an attempt, so I didn't.
It's isn't a probable cause for aggravated.
Yes, requesting a $15,000 bond.
How much?
At least 15.
Okay. Bond is 15,000. Let me look at his priors first. He has priors going back to 1878.
There's also a prior federal conviction for drugs he was sentenced to.
I'm setting his bond at $25,000. Good day, sir.
And Judge, for the record, we'll be invoking Mr. Gallo's right to counsel and his right to remain silent.
$25,000. I need to fix this one. Fix it, no curfew, okay? Next is Rolanda Torres Vega. Good morning, sir. Sir, you are Spanish or English?
Spanish, please.
Catalytic converters. Anyway, good morning, sir. You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied conveyance, lawful possession of a stolen catalytic converter, possession of burglary tools, and criminal mischief.
Buenos días, señora. Usted se le imputa allanamiento de un vehículo desocupado, tenencia ilegal de un convertor catalítico robado, tenencia de herramientas para allanamiento y destrucción a la propiedad privada.
I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you.
Le asigno la Defensoría Pública.
He was just released from prison April 1st.
Él acaba de salir de prisión el 1 de abril.
State's requesting a bond plus house arrest.
La Fiscalía solicita fianza y arresto domiciliario.
So yeah, he's the helper for the other person who's cutting away using the saw to cut the catalytic converter.
Usted fue la persona que ayudó al otro individuo a cortar el convertor catalítico.
So you are ordered to stay away from the Casino Miami business at 3510 Northwest 36th Street in Miami, Florida.
Señora, usted se le ordena mantenerse alejado de Casino Miami, ubicado en el 3510 del Northwest y la 36 Avenida en Miami, Florida.
So since there's probable cause for the charges, I'm setting a bond as follows. Count one, burglary to the unoccupied conveyance is $2,500. Count two, unlawful possession of the stolen catalytic converter is $2,500. Count three, possession of burglary tools is $2,500. And count four, criminal mischief will be $500.
Muy bien, señor. La fianza para usted es la siguiente. El cargo número 1, que es allanamiento de un vehículo desocupado, $2,500. Cargo 2, que es tenencia ilegal de un convertor catalítico robado, $2,500. Cargo 3, tenencia de herramientas para el allanamiento, $2,500. Y el cargo 4, que es destrucción a la propiedad privada, $500.
And count us plus house arrest with a GPS monitor, level 3 house arrest, no curfew.
Y además de eso, detención domiciliaria con un geolocalizador nivel 3 sin toque de queda.
All right, good day, sir.
Que tenga buen día, señor.
Next is Alejandro Ortega. Page 11. Good morning, Mr. Ortega. You were arrested for aggravated battery. I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you. So it's a road rage incident. He's riding a motorcycle. Victim said he cut him off and then followed him into a parking lot. He hit the victim with his motorcycle helmet across his face, causing trauma to the face. There's video of this incident. Sir, you were ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Julian Castaneda. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school and place of employment at all times. Do you understand the stay away, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're gonna set a bond, $500. Next time, call the police if somebody cuts you off and tries to run you off the road. Look what happens because you follow them and hit them. It's just, you're presumed not guilty. How do you call the police if somebody cuts you off? Okay.
How much was the bond, Judge?
$500 is probable cause for nag that. They didn't write it down, but I'm smart enough to figure out what happened. Doing this too long. Okay. Next, Terrell Hayes. Good morning, Mr. Hayes. You were arrested for domestic battery by strangulation. I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you.
This dates back to March. He's got a California driver's license. I believe that there is probable cause.
So the victim lost consciousness. You are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim to
Can we pass it to see if we can get her on the phone to see if she wants, they're still together.
Okay, I'll pass it for a few minutes. We're almost done. Next is Diego Luque, page 11.
We saw, because the co-defendant, I think Your Honor said 2,000.
It's the stadium.
I don't know if it's a sister, or his wife, his daughter.
Spanish interpreter for Mr. Luque, please.
Good morning, sir. You are arrested for battery and a law enforcement officer. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Buenos días, señora. Usted se le imputa el delito de agresión a un agente de la ley. Voy a asignarle a la oficina de la Defensoría Pública.
There's probable cause for the charge.
Encuentro causa probable para el delito.
So I'll set the bond at $2,000, the same as the co-defendant.
Excuse me, Your Honor, I couldn't hear the amount.
Set the bond at $2,000. I lowered it for him, same as the.
I'm trying to figure out what the battery is.
Let me look at it again, Ms. Court. Hold on.
I see they're taking him into custody and they indicate that Miss Luque pushed the officer.
They were trying to take him into custody. Miss Luque pushed.
Resisting without violence.
Yeah, maybe resisting without. Well, what did he do? Thank you.
Well, but it says, so the officers were trying to tell him to go back to his seat. He refused to comply. They told him multiple times. He refused to do so.
I don't see anything here. I get that he did wrong.
I think there's enough for without.
For not going to his seat?
Refuse officers' commands.
Resisting without violence.
Need Spanish, please.
Yes.
Resisting an officer without violence.
Gracias a los argumentos presentados por su abogada, se baja el delito a poner resistencia al arresto sin violencia.
I would ask if you release him on his own recognizance, Judge.
It's granted. ROR. Have a nice day. I don't know who the co-defendant is, if it's a girlfriend, if it's a daughter or a friend. Her bond was $2,000.
Muy bien, entonces usted va a ser puesto en libertad inmediata. Solo quiero que sepa que su coacusada, no sé si era su novia, su esposa, su hermana.
Sir.
Usted, sin embargo, va a ser liberado absolutamente gratis. Simplemente asegúrese de guardar sus fechas de audiencia futuras.
Good morning. This is Mr. John Wadley. Sir, you were arrested for failing to comply with registration requirement. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There is probable cause for the charge and your bond is $2,500. Have a good day, sir. Next is Larry Burton, page 12.
Out of charge.
He refused.
The victim needed stitches.
There is probable cause for aggravated battery by a detainee on another detainee. He had a fracture.
We could waive his presence.
Well, and required stitches. Bond is $15,000. Appointing public defender's office waiving presence.
The only case we passed was the one where Ms. Porter was trying to get the victim online.
So we're finished pretty much, which is sort of remarkable in this class. What was a light calendar today?
Do you want to wait a few minutes or reset it for the afternoon?
Or your call.
A couple more minutes will be good.
17 pages today. Okay. So what do you want to do?
You just wait a couple more minutes and I'll see if my staff was able to get through.
Just let me know. All right. No.
she's gonna need 10 more minutes. She just had surgery. So she needs 10 more minutes to be able to log into Zoom. I don't know if you're willing to wait around 10 minutes.
Of course I am. We'll cut the video for 10 minutes and then we'll go back on in 10 minutes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Your Honor, your interpreter is going to take a quick comfort break.
Madam Interpreter, she speaks English, so we won't need you for this last case.
Looks like the alleged victim's here. Whenever anybody's ready. Hey, Miss Christie. Hey, ma'am, do you mind turning on your camera on muting?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hello, we're back. So we're back in the case for Terrell Hayes. Hi, Mr. Hayes. Is the victim here? Good morning. Ma'am, what is your name?
You have to unmute.
She has to unmute. Hello. Can you unmute?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Sorry. Can you hear me?
What is your name, please?
My name is Tabia Grosso.
Please, Tabia what?
Grosso, Grisse.
Thank you. Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Go ahead.
Good morning. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to begin will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say I do.
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. Good morning, ma'am. Please, are you the alleged victim in this case from March 24th?
Yes, correct.
You afraid of Terrell Hayes?
Yeah.
Are you living with him now?
I mean, he's staying with me at the time, but he's not on my lease, but he's with me most of the time, yes.
You want him to stay away from you?
No, he doesn't necessarily need to stay away from me.
But you just told me you're afraid of him.
Oh, no, I'm not afraid of him. Sorry, I didn't understand that.
Oh, okay. Oh, do you want him to stay away from you?
No, he doesn't need to stay away from me.
All right. And has anybody forced you or threatened you to come to court today to make this statement?
No.
Thank you. State, any questions?
No. Oh.
Ms. F, anything you want to ask her?
No.
Thank you. Ms. Corey, any questions?
No, Judge, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so Mr. Hayes, I will enter a modified stay away order from the alleged victim, Sabea Hossein. You are allowed to have contact with the alleged victim. You are prohibited from being physically threatening or violent towards her in any manner whatsoever. So only friendly, nonviolent contact is permitted. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And also, do not engage in any criminal activity, do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and follow receipt with the court. Do you understand this modified stay away order?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. How long have you lived in Florida for?
10 months.
10 months? Are you working?
Yes.
What kind of work are you doing?
I do production work for festivals and stages, concerts.
You want me to give him free trial?
Yes.
Ma'am, you want him to come back? You want him to go back home? Ma'am?
Yes, please.
She's thinking about it. Do you want him to come home?
Oh, well, it's not really home, but I would like to get him out of the situation that he is in right now, definitely.
Are you
Does he
married?
live with you?
Yeah, we're married, but you know, since all that happened, he
Okay.
wasn't staying with me all the time, you know.
All right, I'll set a bond to $2,500. Have a good day, sir. There's probable cause for the charge. Good luck to you. Thank you. Thank you for coming in, ma'am. You're free to go.
Okay.
That's it. We'll see everybody at what, you want to start at 1:30? I got a meeting downtown.
1:30 is good.
Thank you.
Right.
See everybody at 1:30.
Roger that.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to Felony First Appearance Hearings. I am Judge Mindy Glazer. I will be presiding today. The video for first appearance hearings has been played to all defendants. I need everybody to please stand up.
Hola a
Raise your
todos.
to be sworn in by our clerk.
Buenas tardes. Bienvenidos a la audiencia de primera comparecencia. Soy la jueza Mindy Glazer. Presidiré sobre sus audiencias y sus primeras comparecencias. Necesito que se pongan de pie para prestar juramento. Necesito que la secretaria del tribunal o el secretario les haga prestar juramento.
Good afternoon, everybody. Raise your right hand.
Buenas tardes a todos. Levanten sus manos derechas.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say I do.
Juran o afirman que el testimonio que presentarán serán la verdad y toda la verdad. Si es así, contesten que sí.
All right, thank you. Please be seated.
Gracias. Por favor, tomen asiento.
Mr. Interpreter, have you been sworn in today?
Yes, I have.
You're still under oath.
Arturo Suárez Silverio, Certified Interpreter.
Let's begin. Can the attorneys announce, please state?
Ms. Ath on behalf of the state.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Who's there for the PD today? I miss Corey. So what do we have to do? Miss Corey, I can't hear you.
Rebecca Corey, Assistant Public Defender. Good afternoon.
Afternoon. So we're going to start now. I have one out of turn. Thias Buscariolo, page 2.
Your Honor, she's out on felony bond F 24-3468 Alpha.
All right, there's a hold for the division judge.
Ms. Buscaria is present.
Good afternoon, ma'am. You were arrested for possession of a controlled substance called cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. Your attorney is here. Good morning. Do you want to tell us your name, counsel?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Patrick Wilson on behalf of Thais Buscariolo.
Okay, good afternoon. Any argument you have?
I don't have a probable cause argument, Your Honor. As far as bail, I'd ask that the bonds that are printing be set.
It's at 1 gram of cocaine. I can set $1,000, count 1. And count 2, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500. The problem is she has a hold. You're going to see the division judge come up. She was passed out in a car just after midnight in North Miami. So they stopped her for a welfare check and found the pipe and the drugs. So it sounds like she needs some drug counseling. You'll see your division judge tomorrow. All right, ma'am? $1,500 total bond. Thank you,
Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Yeah. You want me to call up George Pau Figueroa? Is he here?
Your Honor, he's reset medical.
Okay. Oh, somebody told me to call that attorney. Are they bringing him in today? No?
No, Your Honor, he's reset medical.
Okay, I'll reset medical. Then we have Ibis Marcial Zaquera, page 1.
Your Honor, she's out on felony bond F 25-11954.
All right, thank you. There's a hold for that case. She has 2 cases, actually.
Spanish interpreter, please.
Good
Present.
afternoon. You were arrested for two cases. One is possession of cocaine and the other is false verification to a pawnbroker and dealing in stolen property.
Ah, usted ha sido arrestada por dos casos. Uno fue por posesión de cocaína y el otro es por verificar algo falsamente ante una casa de empeño y el comerciar sobre bienes robados.
So I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le nombra a los abogados de oficio para que la representen a usted.
There is probable cause for the charges for both cases.
Suficientes indicios sustentan ambos cargos en los dos casos.
Judge, with regard to probable cause for 12542, I'd ask you to find no probable cause or indicating it was found on the floorboard of the police car. There's nothing indicating that they searched the car prior to placing her in it.
Señoría, en relación a la suficiencia de indicios en el caso 12542, le pido que usted determine que no hay suficientes indicios. Dicen que lo encontraron en el suelo del carro de la patrulla y no dice de que se le ubicó ese artefacto cosa antes en ningún sitio.
I'm okay with the dollar bond since she has a hold.
Okay.
Me parece bien una fianza de $1 porque tiene una orden de retención en relación al delito mayor.
On F25-12542, I'll set the bond at $1.
En F25-14242, fijo la fianza en $1.
On the other case, the victim had their guitar stolen less than an hour and a half earlier, and she goes and pawns it. She got a hold of it and pawned it for $700.
En el otro caso, a la víctima le robaron la guitarra menos de una hora y media antes y ella va y la empeña por $700.
The guitar was valued at over $5,000. She sold it for $700.
El valor estimado de la guitarra era más de $5,000. Ella lo vendió por $700.
One, false verification of a pawnbroker. This is a second-degree felony. It's a $7,500 bond. And count two, dealing in stolen property is a $7,500 bond.
En relación a la verificación falsa a una casa de empeños, ese es un delito mayor de segundo grado. La fianza son $7,500 y el otro cargo, el comerciar en bienes robados, la fianza son $7,500.
Have a nice day.
Tenga buen día.
Next on page one is Hurley Theodore. Let me know when you see Miss Romas here so I can call her
I think
case.
it's at 2 o'clock though, so I know the family's here, but they're a little early.
Okay. Hi, Miss Theodore. Ma'am, you were arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
There's no criminal history I'm aware of.
Judge, I'd ask you to find no probable cause. The officer asked her for her ID. When she handed him the ID, it hit his hand and he charged her with battery on an officer.
Admitted to striking the officer with the card, so I think that she didn't hand it to him, she struck him with it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll find probable cause for the charge. Pretrial services, alternate bond, $1,500. Have a nice day. Next is Patrice Lenore. Page.
I don't know if there's the guardian who's here on this case. Judge, if you could make me a co-host, please.
Good morning, ma'am. You were arrested for one count of child abuse. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. All right, I believe there's probable cause for the charge.
Judge, Mr. Say is here. I was told he's the child's guardian, if we could figure out what's going on.
Why do I have to hear from him?
So I think he's here on behalf of the child, the victim.
Oh, okay, sir, are you here, who are you?
I'm the guardian of the Trenton.
Okay, all right, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you are going to give in this proceeding will be the truth? If so, state I do.
I do.
Okay, what is your name?
Brian Say.
Go ahead, state, you're a witness.
No, only thing I have to say is
Wait,
she's
hold on,
innocent.
sir, give me a second. You said you're the child's guardian. Are you related to him?
Yes, I'm the stepfather.
Are you married to Miss Lenore?
Engaged.
Are you his legal guardian?
I take him to the doctor and everything. Yes, I go to doctors and everything. Yes.
Okay. I don't have any questions. What do you want to tell the judge?
No, I just wanted to say she's innocent and that she just getting charged for nothing. She got kids here, little kids right here. Like she's innocent.
All right, thank you so much for coming in, sir.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions for Mr. CA, the state's witness?
No, Judge, I would ask if you would consider pretrial services while this case is reviewed.
So it looks like Mr. Say may consider himself the child's guardian, but I don't think he's the legal guardian.
I think you've already spoken enough about it, Miss.
Okay.
I want to be here till 5 o'clock because I'm going to sit here and go as slow as I can to make sure we're all going to be here to listen to everybody, what they all have to say.
No problem, Judge. So the state's requesting a stay away order and a bond.
Right, there is probable cause for child abuse. It looks like she may have engaged in some excessive corporal punishment because he wouldn't clean his room or clean up. Anyways, ma'am, while this case is pending, there's probable cause for the charge. I'm entering a stay away order from your minor child, your son, whose initials are TF. No contact with the alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the alleged victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. And is the child in DCF care or is he still at the home? Do you know, Ms. Corey?
He's with his father.
Okay, fine. So in the event there is an open case in dependency court arising from the same set of facts and events as this case, then any and all orders entered in dependency court regarding your contact, visitation, and custody of the child shall supersede or replace this court's order. Do you understand the stay away order, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. Pretrial services, alternate bond, $5,000. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Pretrial is over state's objection.
Okay. Next is Hamad Vanuni Juez, page 3. Good afternoon, sir. Do you speak English?
Spanish, please.
You were arrested for grand theft of a motorcycle, a vehicle. It should be a third-degree felony. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Usted fue arrestado por hurto de mayor cuantía, una motocicleta, un vehículo. Este debe ser un delito mayor de tercer grado. Le nombro a los abogados de oficio para que lo representen a usted.
There's probable cause for grand theft of the motorcycle. The pretrial services is eligible. Pretrial
Hay
alternate
suficientes
bond,
indicios que sustentan el cargo de hurto de mayor cuantía. Él califica para servicios previos a juicio.
Have a good day.
I'm sorry,
Tenga buen día.
what was the bond?
I said pretrial services alternate $2,500.
We couldn't hear you. The interpreter was talking at the same time.
Pretrial alternate, $2,500.
La fianza son $2,500 como alternativa a servicios previos a juicio.
Next is Leo Curley. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine and 2 counts of possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There is probable cause for the charges. Any objections eligible for pretrial? Okay. Pretrial services alternate bond count 1 is $2,500. Count 2 is $500 and count 3 will be an ROR. Have a nice day, sir. Victor Gonzalez is next.
Your Honor, his misdemeanor case, he has $1.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Gonzalez. You were arrested in this case for aggravated battery and battery on an elderly person. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So, let me review. So it looks like he's beating up on the mother and the other victim. I don't know if that's his father.
Judge, can we pass this for 2 reasons? One is to see if we can get his mom on the phone. Looks like his father was arrested for a bench warrant. And so she wants a stay away order.
Judge,
I'm
there
also-
should
I also-
absolutely be a
I
stay
also-
away.
I also emailed the hospital, Judge.
Yeah, I'm entering a stay away order even if she didn't want one. This is very violent.
Right, so the police indicated that they've been out. This is the 3rd time. So he's got, it looks like 2 prior domestic violence arrests with his parents.
No.
You know what? You're 29 years old. Time to grow up and move out and get your own place so you don't have to fight with your mom and dad.
So I don't think the hospital is a bad idea, but if your honor does set a bond, state's requesting a bond with house arrest.
The victim, the father, he knocked out, looks like 2 of his teeth.
And then on a previous occasion, it says that the mom sustained bleeding from her mouth and reported that a loose tooth as a result of the battery.
You know, lock herself in the bathroom. She's so afraid of him. You want me to pass her to the hospital? More than happy to. I'm going to stay away order though. Sir, I'm ordering that you stay away from the alleged victims whose initials are VAG and NG. No contact with the alleged victims, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victims through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home and school and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. And you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay away order, sir? No contact with the parents, all right?
You want me to reset it or pass it, Ms. Corey, or do you want me
Yes,
to?
if we can just pass it and see if they respond while we're here in court.
Also, I don't see the age for Dad, although 61, yeah, he may be. I'll pass it for hospital.
Judge, do you want to do the out-of-state warrants? We have the juvenile and female also.
Is Miss Romas here?
Let's see.
I can't do the juvenile case without Miss Romas. You want me?
I don't see her, Judge. Okay. I have to wait.
Should I just do the calendar? Let me do your warrants. Your
We can keep doing the calendar, Judge. That's fine.
Okay. Eduardo Melian Serrano, page 4. Did I
Spanish, please.
So you were arrested for grand theft of a vehicle. It's charged as a second-degree felony and driving with a suspended license, third or subsequent conviction.
A ver, usted fue arrestado por hurto mayor de un vehículo. Está usted acusado de eso como un delito de segundo grado mayor y también por conducir con la licencia suspendida por tercera vez o más.
So I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le nombro a los abogados de la Defensoría Pública para que lo representen a usted.
There is probable cause for grand theft of a vehicle, a third-degree felony, and driving with a suspended license, third or subsequent conviction.
Hay suficientes indicios que suspenden el cargo de hurto de mayor cuantía de un vehículo, un delito mayor de tercer grado, y también por conducir con la licencia suspendida por tercera vez o más.
Is a signal?
Free trial, Judge.
No, I'm giving a bond. He's a signal 200.
Would you consider tap?
Setting a bond. Count 1, grand theft is $2,500, and count 2, driving with a suspended license is $2,500.
La fianza en el primer cargo, hurto de mayor cuantía, son $2,500 y el segundo cargo, de conducir con la licencia suspendida, la fianza son $2,500.
Good day, sir. Next we
Tenga
have
buen día.
L.M. Riley. Good afternoon, Mr. Riley. You were arrested for, looks like 2 cases, grand theft of a vehicle. And the second case for tampering with a victim in battery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Let me review for probable cause. I guess he chose the wrong car to steal because the victim heard his car moving or leaving his yard and followed him. So there's truck, I should say. There's probable cause for grand theft of the vehicle. He should have been charged of fleeing and eluding the police also. It's a third-degree felony, though. So on F25-12555, the bond will be $2,500.
Judge, would you consider any alternate form of release?
Absolutely not. He was fleeing the police. Let me look at the other case. That's the tampering and battery.
I was gonna say the victim's here. She doesn't want to be heard, but she does want a stay away order.
Yeah. There is probable cause for tampering with the victim and battery. Is it domestic state or non-domestic?
It was marked as non, but they appear to be in a relationship. I don't know if it does qualify under the statute.
All right, so you are ordered to stay away from Tiara Carlisle, the alleged victim.
No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone or through third parties, and no contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home, school, and place of employment at all times. So this was from April 16th. So I'll set a bond. Count one, tampering with the victim is $2,500, and count two, battery is $1,000. Have a good day, sir.
Would Your Honor, add house arrest based upon the criminal history? He did 5 years in prison after a revocation of probation. That was after multiple probation violations.
I'd ask for straight bond.
Even level 3 to make sure he stays away from her. She is scared of him.
She what?
Even level 3 to ensure he stays away from her.
You've given him a stay away order, Judge. He'll stay away.
Does he make a statement of something or other that makes you concerned? This happened in April.
The victim wants to be heard. Now is the time, but I believe he's got a very extensive criminal history. That a bond post house arrest would be appropriate.
Okay. On F25-12554, it's going to be plus house arrest with a GPS monitor, level 3 house arrest. And I'm not going to do any restrictions for the curfew. No, just on F25-12554. Have a good day, sir. Next is Tavares Robbins. And do we see Miss Romas here?
Yes, Miss Romas is present.
Let me promote Miss Romas. Hi, Miss Romas. How are you? Any word with Mr. Raylon Jackson?
Yes, I do have an update, and there's also at least 2 people in the chat here for him. I'm not sure if one of them is his mom.
Okay. Yes, she's here. All right, so what's going on? Will they agree to him being released?
So no, I spoke with a coordinator from the Florida Department of Juvenile Justice, and he requests that defendant not be released. And then I also spoke with Detective Toyos and have the warrant available now. The warrant shows that defendant is a flight risk. It also shows that the underlying crime resulted from a violent felony, and that the mother had agreed to bring Mr. Jackson into the police back in March, but then failed to show after arranging a meeting time. And then Mr. Jackson, a couple days later, said he would come in to speak with police and failed to show.
Okay.
So at this time, we would request that he not be released, and I don't believe he waived or contested in the morning.
Yes, we have to transfer this to the juvenile division.
The individuals at Florida Department of Juvenile Justice said that because they're felony charges, that it wouldn't go through.
Did you speak to Mr. Lester?
I did not speak to Mr. Lester. I spoke with folks in Tallahassee.
Oh, okay. Miss Corey, you want me to just waive? It's probably quicker if he does it this way, but.
Judge, no, we do not want him transferred with adults. We would ask that he be transferred to the juvenile division.
Okay.
And that way he can be processed as a juvenile.
Okay, transfer to juvenile division. So I cannot release him based on what the state reported. Mom failed to surrender him as required. He also failed to turn himself in. He's gonna have to go through the process of them picking him up. So transfer to the juvenile division. And there should be a hearing there tomorrow in the morning or the afternoon. So I'll sign that order as soon as it's done.
Also, so you know, Your Honor, the Deputy Toyos did speak with folks in Louisiana, and they are aware that they would need to get here soon to pick him up. So I mean, I think it'll be as quick as possible based on what was represented to us by Louisiana.
They have to do what's called an interstate compact, I believe, to get him.
But the folks at the interstate compact here in Florida said that because these are adult charges, and I've dealt with this in different cases, but that because they're adult charges.
Oh, he's in the adult division there.
Correct, like he's
Oh,
adult in Louisiana. And
sure,
then,
if it's adult in Louisiana, then it would be here.
So you're saying he's essentially direct filed in Louisiana?
correct, Your Honor. There are adult felony charges in Louisiana. And for that reason, the Department of Juvenile Justice here in Tallahassee said that the juvenile compact doesn't apply.
You're right then. Miss Corey, then that's correct. So, Mr. Jackson, there's two ways to do this. If you want to waive extradition, you get out of here quicker. It's what most people do. Louisiana would have up to 30 days to come and pick you up. Or you can contest extradition and fight the warrant. You'll be here at least 90 days. So most people waive extradition. It's your choice what you want to do. I did appoint the public defender's office for you, given your age. Ms. Corey, I don't know if you want to talk to him. No.
You would get to Louisiana faster, and then you should be entitled to a bond on these charges.
Once you get to Louisiana.
Once you get there. Judge, would you entertain a bond at all today?
No, not based on what I told you. It's a flight risk. If he wants to waive, I got to hear you say it, sir, if you want to waive and get out quicker. Mr. Jackson?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to waive extradition and agree to be sent to Louisiana?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that a yes?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Your Honor, we would request a 10-day reset instead of a 15-day just to get Louisiana here as quickly as possible.
Okay. They're sort of slow, so you better tell them it's a juvenile. We want him out of here quickly.
They've been told.
That's a waive?
Yeah, he waived. He has to sign the waiver paperwork, though. Are you able to send it over, Deputy?
Your Honor, I send it over to correction. If corrections can email it for me, and I'll have it first thing for you tomorrow morning to, for your signature.
Okay. I don't have my phone, so I can't find the date. I don't know what date it is. Well, anyway, what is? Okay, let's set it.
10 days from now is June 27th. It's a Friday.
All right. I don't know if I'm going to be here on the 27th. You want me to do it the 26th or leave it the 27th?
26 is fine with us, Your Honor, and we'll just let Louisiana know.
Reset June 26th just to find out what's going on. Okay. And we're trying to get him out of here quicker, so thank you.
Okay, Mr. Jackson, do you understand what's happening? You're going to wait about 10 days for Louisiana to come pick you up. They're going to pick you up and take you to Louisiana, and you'll see the judge up there. Okay? And they can review your case for.
Although if I leave it for the 27th, it's not going to matter either because whoever's here will just do the same thing. Won't we just do that?
Sure, that's fine.
Leave it June 27th. I don't want to jeopardize if they made plans already and they think there's a court date. June 27th hopefully gets picked up by then. All right. Thank you. Good luck to you, sir. And Mr. Jackson, make sure you sign your name to the waiver paperwork. It just means that you agree to be transported to Louisiana. You're not otherwise waiving any rights. It just says I consent to going to Louisiana and to them picking you up. Okay. Thank you. Good luck to you, sir. All right. That's it.
Judge, you want Miss Blake?
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Miss Blake. What was her name?
Judge Corrections notified me that charges are being withdrawn from Miss Blake.
But where's the calendar for her? Where's the calendar? Oh, it's here. It is.
She's on the same calendar page that Mr. Jackson was at the bottom.
Miss Blake, I hear your charges are being withdrawn. That's what Miss Corey advised.
Corrections, is that correct? Monique Blake, the out-of-state fugitive warrant, page 1.
Yes, Your Honor.
So she's going to get released. Deputy, they're still there? Is he going to send something out?
He already sent the release to the jail, so we're anticipating a quash for tomorrow.
Thank you, Judge.
Not me. Thank everybody else. So let's
thank her team.
You said it tomorrow for quash. Ma'am, you may still have an open warrant. You may want to surrender once you get to Missouri because you can get rearrested on the warrant.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ms. Roman.
Can I say one more thing? My favorite one on YouTube was when you when you reunited with your team what was it? High school person.
Middle school classmate.
Yes, and he had all those kids. That was so funny.
Oh, that's somebody else from the cruise ship. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Be on the next cruise ship I'll go on. Okay. I guess we're next. Where are we? Miss, do you want me to do your in-state calendar now since we took a little break, or you're ready to?
Sure, that's fine, Judge. We can do that.
Well, we got here Mr. Robbins. Maybe we should do his case. Sure. Is this Mr. Robbins? Harris? Hello. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for robbery by sudden snatching and criminal mischief. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
The alleged victim is present. I'll promote.
Thank you. Is the victim here? Miss Salazar?
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
you put in your video so we can see you? Good afternoon, ma'am. Raise your right hand to be sworn, please. Eric, can you do it?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say I do.
I do.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Please tell me your name.
Laura Salazar.
Right, and are you afraid of Travaris Robbins?
No, ma'am.
Do you want the court to order Mr. Robbins to stay away from you?
No, ma'am.
Has anybody forced you or threatened you to come to court today to make this statement?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. State, any questions?
No questions.
No questions.
Thank you. So there's probable cause for the charges. I'm going to enter a modified stay away order from the alleged victim, Laura Salazar. You are allowed to have contact with the alleged victim, Laura Salazar. You are prohibited from being physically threatening or violent towards her in any manner whatsoever. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand the modified stay away order, sir?
Yes.
Okay, he doesn't have any priors. You want me to give him pretrial? All right, pretrial services, alternate bond, count 1, robbery by sudden snatching is $2,500, and count 2, criminal mischief is $150. All right, have a nice day. Thank you for coming in, ma'am.
Your Honor, count 2 is pretrial alternate 150.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Next we have is John Green on page 5.
So Judge, we have Giovanni Castano. I did hear back from the state attorney's office. They were able to find the warrant, the probable cause affidavit. They are agreeing to a bond of $5,000 for count 1 and $500 for counts 2 and 3. They also want a stay away order from the alleged victim, Miriam Blanco Arroyo, to stay 500 feet away from her home, school, and place of employment. I have gotten an accurate address from Mr. Castano, and I have it in order.
Thank you. All right, so Mr. Castano, I'll set a bond of $5,000 count 1, and counts 2 and 3 are $500 each count. Stay away from the victim. What's your name? Ms. Castano, what's her name?
Giovanni?
No, not
Her
victim.
name, oh, shoot. I just
Marianne. Marianne Arroyo Blanco.
So stay away from the victim and no contact with her directly, indirectly, in person, by through third parties, and stay at least 500 feet away from her home, school, and place of employment.
Do you understand that stay away order, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right. Reset date was July 1st, if I recall. Okay.
And order to follow.
Follow. Thank you. Next, we have John Green on page 5. Oh, I gotta sign. Which one?
Late. She's such a mark.
You don't have to. She waived. She did waive, but she's withdrawing it. Good afternoon, sir. This is Mr. Green. You were arrested for possession of cocaine within 1,000 feet of a convenience store or church. I will appoint the public defender's office. That's not him? Oh, no, that's not him.
You wanted you're Mr.
Yeah, but I ain't.
You're Joseph?
Yeah, I'm
right?
Joseph.
Yeah, this is Joseph from the in-state, Joseph Desrosiers. So Judge, I did email Orange County. I have not heard back from them. So at this point, it's probably his best bet to go ahead and just post a bond so he can get out.
That's a shame. Okay.
Unless your honor would be willing to do anything, Judge. It is a 2014 misdemeanor warrant for possession of cannabis.
And I don't know, less than 20 grams of cannabis. I don't know, state?
So if he's got a bond, he can post it, and maybe in the meantime,
Right.
they may just have to decide to drop it since Ms. Corey brought the case to their attention.
Sorry
If
about
they
that.
don't, he's got to follow up with Orange County. It's not closed.
Yeah. All right, so the reset date will be July 2nd. It's a $2,000 bond. Good luck to you, sir. Now we need John Green. Good sir, good afternoon. You were arrested for possession of cocaine within 1,000 feet of a church or convenience store. I think the correct charge should have been possession with intent to sell cocaine. And there's probable cause for possession with intent to sell cocaine. It doesn't state the convenience store is open 24 hours, so I'll set his bond at $7,500. Have a good day, sir. Next case, Bebeto Julme. Page 5. You have Mr. Julme, please.
It's coming in.
Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and criminal mischief. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. I'm going to order that you stay away from the alleged victims. Rules, Bills, and Guslen Toussaint. No contact with the alleged victims, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home and school, and place of employment at all times. Anything you want to say, Ms. Corey, before I rule? There's probable cause for the charge. Count 1 of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon is a $5,000 bond. Count 2 criminal mischief is $150. Also, stay away from the Zara Hookah Lounge at 11750 Northwest 7th Avenue in Miami, Florida. Have a nice day. Next is Albert Jackson on page 5.
Your Honor, his misdemeanor received $1 bond.
Thank you. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for grand theft of a vehicle. It's charged as a first-degree felony, but it should be a third-degree felony. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charge. Is eligible for pre-trial.
Defendant's got priors out of Broward County. It was a prison sentence, 3+ years, burglaries, felony possession, grand theft, requesting a bond.
Those are cases from 2015 and 2018. Would you consider any sort of program now, Judge?
No, I'm setting a bond. It's $2,500. Good day, sir. Next is rent sale for Remus, page 5.
Your Honor, he's out on probation, 2 cases, F24-24857, F25-5662.
Hold for the division judge. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for grand theft of a vehicle, openly carrying a weapon, and possession of a prescription drug without a prescription. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So he's in a stolen force. There's probable cause for all the charges. Setting up on count 1. Didn't give the value of the fourth for him. Probably a second-degree felony, but there's no value, so I'll set it at $2,500 for count 1. Probable cause for the third-degree felony. Count 2, openly carrying a weapon is $150, and count 3, possession of a prescription drug without a prescription is $150. Have a nice day. Next is Osmani Calero Ortega, page 5. Good afternoon, sir. Do you speak English?
Buenas tardes, caballero. ¿Habla inglés?
Spanish, please.
Thank you. Sir, good afternoon. You were arrested for 1 count of burglary with an assault or battery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Caballero, a usted se le arrestó en relación a un cargo de allanamiento de morada con una agresión o agresión con lesiones. Le nombro a los abogados de oficio para que lo representen a usted. All right, so I'm going to find probable cause for burglary with an assault or battery. Determino que hay suficientes indicios que sustentan el cargo de allanamiento de morada con agresión con toque o agresión.
No contact with the
Judge, I would
victim.
ask if you would only find probable cause for a trespass.
Le
And-
pido, su señoría, que determine que solamente hay suficientes indicios de intromisión.
And battery, there's nothing indicated that he went into the home with the intent to commit any crime therein, Judge. I mean, I don't think this is what the statute envisioned. They're next door neighbors. Looks like they've known each other for a while.
Nada indica que él entró a ese hogar con intención de cometer algún delito ahí dentro. Son vecinos de puerta a puerta y no indica que él quiso hacer nada malo allí.
So the crime therein would be a battery, which is kissing her against her will.
Probablemente habrá agresión con toque o lesiones porque lo hizo en contra de la voluntad de ella.
He forced his way into her apartment. She didn't give permission, and he grabbed her, pulled him close to her to try and kiss her. She wasn't interested and pushed him away.
Él usó fuerza para entrar al apartamento de ella sin consentimiento de ella. Él la tomó, la agarró y la acercó a ella y trató de besarla.
Judge, there's nothing indicating that he forced his way in. It looks like they were standing at the threshold of the door when the phone rang and she went to go answer the phone.
Señoría, nada indica que él usó fuerza para entrar. Parece que estaban parados en el lintel de la puerta cuando timbró el teléfono y ella fue a buscarlo y así fue y él entró.
He requested to enter her apartment. The victim, refused.
Él pidió que le permitiera entrar al apartamento de ella y la víctima se negó.
So when she went to answer the door inside, he unlawfully entered the apartment behind her.
Cuando ella fue a contestar dentro, él ilegalmente entró detrás de ella.
So that would be a trespass at that point, Judge.
Victim tried to open the door to get him to leave, but he used his body weight to push against the door, closing it.
Entonces sería suficiente casos para ingreso ilegal. Bueno, pero entonces ella trató de sacarlo y él usó el peso de él para impedir que ella abriera la puerta.
And he also then grabs her without her consent, forcibly pulling her close and tries to kiss her.
Entonces él la toma sin consentimiento de ella, usa fuerza para acercarla y trata de besarla.
She struggled to break free from his grasp, and then she was able to exit her own apartment to escape him, and he followed her outside.
Ella luchó para liberarse del abrazo de él y logró salir y salió entonces del apartamento de ella y cuando ella salió, él la siguió.
He had what?
I just don't think this is what the statute was envisioned for, Judge.
Yo no creo que la ley estaba con la intención de abarcar esto, su señoría.
Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the victim, whose initials are LD.
Se ordena, caballero, que se mantenga alejado de la víctima, cuyas iniciales son LD.
No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
No puede tener contacto con la víctima directa e indirectamente en persona, por escrito, por terceros o por teléfono.
And no contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means.
No puede tener contacto con la víctima a través de medios sociales o dispositivos electrónicos.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school and place of employment at all times.
En todo momento tiene que mantenerse por lo menos a 500 pies de distancia de la víctima, del hogar de ella, de la casa de ella y del centro de trabajo de ella.
You may return to your residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail.
Se le permite regresar a su residencia solamente una vez en un plazo de 48 horas a partir del momento en que se le suelte de la cárcel.
With a police officer.
Con un policía.
To retrieve your personal belongings.
Para recoger las pertenencias personales de usted.
If you go to your home without the police or if you stay there, you will be arrested.
Caballero, si usted va a la casa de usted sin la policía o permanece allí, será arrestado.
And also, the state filed a motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing pursuant to the Florida statutes.
La Fiscalía también presentó una solicitud de que se le detenga preventivamente en lo que esté pendiente el caso suyo, de acuerdo con la ley de la Florida.
Judge, I would ask if you would consider denying the state's motion. Mr. Calera Ortega is 65 years old. I see no arrest history for him.
Señoría, le pido que tome en cuenta la posibilidad de denegar la solicitud de la Fiscalía. El señor Calero Orozco tiene 65 años de edad y no veo que tiene ningún antecedente.
State, your response?
State filed
Fiscal, su respuesta.
requesting the defendant be held.
Pedimos que se le retenga al acusado.
I believe I'm granting the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing and holding him with no bond on the charge of burglary with an assault or battery.
Otorgo la solicitud de la Fiscalía de detenerlo preventivamente y le niego fianza en relación al cargo primero que encara, que es un allanamiento de morada con agresión o agresión con toque o lesiones.
I'm holding him with no bond. He will see the division judge tomorrow, who can readdress his custody status or set a final hearing on the state's motion for pretrial detention.
Lo retengo sin fianza por el momento. Él mañana verá al juez o jueza a cargo de su división y él puede entonces pedir que se le vuelva a determinar su situación de custodia o que se rebata o se contraríe la solicitud de la Fiscalía que se le detenga sin derecho a fianza.
Yes, sir. Next.
Tenga buen día, caballero.
War Compagnoni Leva.
Your Honor, he's out on probation on 3 cases, F-23, 24313, F-24, 14733 Bravo, F-24, 7213.
Thank you. So hold for the division judge for tomorrow.
Spanish is preferred.
Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for possession of MDMA and also unlawful possession of 5 or more identifications.
Caballero, usted fue arrestado por posesión de MDMA y también por posesión ilegal de 5 o más identificaciones.
I will appoint a public defender's office for you.
Le nombro a los abogados de oficio para que lo representen a usted.
He's lucky he's not getting charged with intent to sell. He had 7 pink and blue pills in addition to a pipe with MDMA.
Tienen suerte de que no se le acusó de intento de vender el MDMA porque se le detectó con una pipa y más de 5 de los de MDMA.
And in his car, he had a pile of mail, 50 different envelopes and packages of mail addressed to different residences in Hialeah Gardens.
Y en su vehículo él tenía un paquete que contenía más de 50 sobres con direcciones de distintos residentes en Hialeah Gardens.
He says someone told him to go search mailboxes for credit cards and checks.
Excuse me, may interpreter request a repetition of that?
Yeah, he told the police officer that someone told him to go search the mailboxes looking for credit cards and checks.
Él le dijo a la policía que alguien le había pedido que fuera a los buzones de las distintas personas buscando correo y cheques y tarjetas de crédito.
There's probable cause for the charges.
Hay suficientes indicios que sustentan los cargos.
Count 1, possession of ecstasy, is going to be $2,500.
El primer cargo, posesión de éxtasis, son $2,500.
2, unlawful possession of 5 or more identifications, I'm going to set that at $20,000.
Por la posesión de 5 más identificaciones, voy a fijar esa fianza en $20,000.
You'll see your judge tomorrow. Good day, sir.
Verá a su juez o jueza mañana. Tenga buen día, caballero.
Next case, Yasmani Font.
Your Honor, on his 5 bench warrants, he received $1 bond on each.
Hi, Mr. Font. You were arrested here. Sir, good afternoon. You were arrested for 4 cases.
Buenas tardes, caballero. Usted fue arrestado en relación a 4 casos.
And they are petty theft, 2 or more convictions.
Son por hurto menor con 2 condenas o más anteriores.
And 1 case for retail theft.
Y un caso de hurto en una tienda.
So I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le nombro a los abogados de oficio para que lo representen a usted.
You have an open arrest warrant, so you'll see your judge tomorrow for F-25-2689 and F-25-2667.
Usted tiene una orden de búsqueda y captura pendiente, por tanto, vendrá Verá su juez mañana en los casos F25 2669 y F25 2689.
So we're going to start with F25 12546. This is a case from April 13th where you're charged with petty theft, 2 or more convictions.
Comencemos por el caso F25 12546. Este caso data del 13 de abril. En él se le acusa de hurto con 2 o condenas o más anteriores.
Alleges he stole $398 from Home Depot, but it doesn't mention prior convictions.
Alega que él robó $398 de Home Depot, pero no menciona ninguna condena anterior.
Ms. Seth, are you going to show anything to the court? Or do you want me to find probable cause for petty theft?
Petty theft.
Okay.
¿Desea añadir algo fiscal o determina que solamente hay suficiente para hurto menor? Hurto menor.
So he has petty theft convictions, just so you know.
Él tiene condenas por hurto menor, para que lo sepa.
He has convictions for petty theft, 2 or more convictions from March 7th of 2025. It says consolidated to another case.
Él tiene condenas por hurto menor, 2 o condenas o más anteriores que datan del 7 de marzo del 2025. Esos casos fueron consolidados.
Count 1. On this case, just the court's finding probable cause for petty theft or bond is $500.
En este caso, el tribunal determina que hay suficientes indicios que sustentan el cargo de hurto menor. Su fianza son $500.
You are ordered to stay away from the Home Depot store at 19400 Southwest 106th Avenue in Miami, Florida.
Ordena que se mantenga alejada de la tienda Home Depot que queda en el 19400 del suroeste y la avenida 106 en Miami, Florida.
Then you have case F25 12544, which is a petty theft, 2 or more convictions from April 27th, also Home Depot.
Entonces usted tiene el caso F25 9544 que data del 27 de abril y también tiene que ver con Home Depot.
There's probable cause for petty theft. It says case took $458 of merchandise. It does not mention prior convictions.
Hay suficientes indicios que sustentan la acusación de hurto menor. Dice que se llevó mercancía valorada en $458, pero no menciona ninguna condena anterior.
Your bond will be $500.
Su fianza serán $500.
On F25 12547, you were arrested for retail theft.
En el F25 12547 usted se le arrestó por hurto en una tienda.
There is probable cause for the charge.
Suficientes indicios sustentan el cargo.
The order it's also from April 8th.
Que también data del 8 de abril.
We're ordered to stay away from the Target store at 15005 Southwest 88th Street in Miami, Florida.
Le ordena que se mantenga alejado de la tienda Target que queda en el 150-008, 150-005 en la avenida 88 en Miami, Florida.
Bond is $2,500.
Su fianza en eso son $2,500.
Then F25 12545 is petty theft, 2 or more convictions.
Y entonces el F25 12545 es hurto menor, 2 condenas o más anteriores.
There's probable cause for petty theft is here it alleges he stole $677 of merchandise from Home Depot.
Hay suficientes indicios que sustentan el cargo de hurto menor porque se alega que él se robó $777 de mercancía the name of the story is Home Depot, Judge, sorry.
Oh, yes, Home Depot.
De Home Depot.
Bond is $500. Have a nice day.
Su fianza son $500. Tenga muy buen día.
Next is Alberto Nunez Herrera, page 7.
Your Honor, these are added charges. He refused court.
Okay.
You can waive, Mr. President.
Appoint the Public Defender's Office, waive presence. There's probable cause for the charge. Bond of $2,500.
And Ms. Seth, do you have the name of the alleged victim?
Alejandro Montalvo.
Montalvo,
Yes.
thank you.
Next. Ray Abinet, page 7. Did he also refuse?
Yes, Your Honor, these are added charges, refused court.
Waive his presence.
Went to Public Defender's Office, waive presence, bond is $2,500. Then Aiden Ruiz on page 7.
These are added charges, refused court.
We can waive his presence.
There's probable cause for the charge. Bond is $2,500. So we have one gentleman left. This is Mr. Gonzalez. Any luck reaching the hospital?
They did respond at 2:28 that they were gonna get me an answer and update ASAP, and that's from the CEO of the hospital.
Okay. Do we have anything else to do or no?
I think that's, I did send you an order.
For him?
No, for the in-state.
Oh, okay, thank you. What do you want me to do? Pass them for, you just go off the record? Do we need a Spanish interpreter anymore or no?
No, huh?
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Silvera. Have a good day.
You too, Judge. Thank you.
So you want me to go off the record for a few minutes?
That's fine.
Okay, I'll try it. I'll go back on in like 10 minutes or 15 by 3 o'clock if we don't hear, okay?
Thank you.
All right, go off the record, Louis, please, for a little bit. Louis, can we go off the record for about 10, 15 minutes? Please, we're waiting to see if we hear back from the hospital. Okay, call Louis, please. Yeah, responding. Bye, thank you so much. Ms. Corey, are you ready to proceed?
Judge, Mr. Gonzalez is present. I did hear back from the hospital. They are willing to accept Mr. Victor Gonzalez. I would ask that you would also include the misdemeanor case B259831. He has an alternate bond of $1.
What was that for?
Lording and prowling.
Okay. So, sir, I'm going to custody release you to Southern Winds Hospital with an alternate bond as follows. Count 1 aggravated battery is $7,500, and count 2 battery will be $1,000. On count 2, there's only probable cause for battery. And also include with the referral to the hospital B259831, alternate bond $1. That's for loitering or prowling charge. All right.
Thank you. And I'm sending an order in about 1 second.
No worries. I have to sign my other orders.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, you know the order that lawyer sent me yesterday? You know it had a wrong number on there. But I guess I changed it correctly, which is a 50-50 chance of being correct. But because I didn't hear back from him, but I knew he'd send it wrong. At least Ms. Corey always sends them right. So I appreciate it.
I try.
We'll miss you, Ms. Corey. Enjoy your vacation. Well deserved.
Thank you. Thank you.
You get extra vacation for working in this division.
I should, right? Like combat time.
All of us deserve
I
it.
agree. I agree. Definitely.
All right. Well, you'll send it over. So we're good. We're done. I'll see you maybe or maybe not when you get back, but because I go on
You may
vacation.
not be back. You may not be here.
I'm going on vacation.
Oh, sweet. You going anywhere fun and exciting?
Nah, not really. Away from here, I guess. We'll see you. I'll be back, I think, in July, mid-July.
Mid-July. Well, have a wonderful time if I don't see you. Enjoy. Be safe.
Wonderful time. Miss Seth, you're there. We'll see you tomorrow. I don't know if she came back, but we'll see you. Anyway, have a safe travels. Take care.
Thank you. You too. Bye.